Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Alexiot's here, and we are here for a watch along of FIBA 2023 World Cup action against Latvia. Team Canada versus Latvia, both 2-0 in Group H to determine the top seed in Group H this morning. It will be 2-0 Latvia versus 2-0 Canada. The game is on Sportsnet. If you can have the cable, watch it on there. If not, you can watch it on Courtside 1821 on a stream. There are ways to find it in different ways around the internet. So I hope everybody can find it. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing really well this morning. I'm ready to get after this and watch some good Team Canada action. Of course, there was some news late last night while we were sleeping that the older Bertans brother, Darius, has a hamstring injury, and he will not be available for Latvia for the rest of the World Cup. This is very good timing for us in some ways. We hate injuries, of course, but Darius Bertans has been one of the leading scorers for Latvia, and this is a break for us in some ways. He was somebody we're going to have to watch out for. I mean, I have full confidence that Canada's going to win this game no matter what. But having one of the Bertans brothers not there now, it makes it even easier to beat Latvia because he really has been one of the leaders in what they've been doing. Good to see so many people here already this morning. Let me get right into the chat, and I'm also going to do a little bit of a overview of some of the action that's already happened this morning in Asia at FIBA World Cup, and a little recap of some of the stuff from yesterday also. And of course, at halftime, we'll do our Raptors Instagram check and all the regular stuff on the Raptor Freak channel. Thanks for joining me this morning, y'all. Let's see. We got Canadian Dana first in the morning. Of course, Dana is I am Canadian. We're watching Canadian basketball today, FIBA World Cup, the final game of the opening round in Group H. And we'll see who wins this. Now, Spain has defeated Brazil earlier this morning already. I believe. Is that right? No, maybe I'm totally wrong. But all right, let me go back and look at the action real quick. From yesterday, just a real quick recap. It was a really good day for African nations yesterday. South Sudan beating China to get their first ever win. Cape Verde beating Venezuela 81-75. And Ivory Coast beating Iran 71-69. So 4 African countries winning over 2 days on Monday and Sunday. Fantastic stuff to see the growth of basketball on that continent, and those teams rising up into more prominence and winning in the international competition. We love to see it. Of course, New Zealand beat Jordan yesterday also. Slovenia taking care of business against Georgia behind the great work of Luka Doncic. Puerto Rico losing to Serbia. That's a big help to Canada. And then USA taking care of Greece handily. And then, as course, yesterday, Spain did, in fact, beat Brazil to be the top dog in Group G. So this will be very interesting for the seeding for the second round now that Spain has been pronounced the number one dog in Group G. So we want to be the number one dog in Group H. And in some ways, that will really matter about how we play Spain and Brazil in the next round. So today is important to beat Latvia so that we're number one in our group. We want to win our group. Now, some teams have already won their group earlier this morning. Also, Germany, big win over Finland, 101-75. Germany has won their group. The group of death has been won by Germany with 3 straight wins over all 3 of their opponents. Dennis Schroeder and the Germans are the winners of their group overall. Angola losing to Dominican. Dominican has won their first 3 games in the FIBA World Cup, so they are 3-0. Cat and Dominican are rising up as a rival to Canada to get one of those America's bids to be at the French Summer Olympics next year. So, yeah, we need to make sure that Dominican, we may have to see them or something. The Cat's influence on the Dominican team is making things trouble for Canada, and they're not an easy out. So this is tough. We're seeing images on Sportsnet of Team Canada in the hallway getting ready for their game coming out. I see Sherman Hamilton on Sportsnet giving some analysis, just so you know where I'm at on my screen. Danielle Michaud and also Michael Grange there in the studio talking up the pregame. But yeah, Dominican has won their group, and this is not the best. This means we have to get further than them for sure. Egypt defeating Mexico and winning their first World Cup game since 1994. Big deal for Egypt, and Mexico is eliminated. That helps us a lot. France has won their third game in the World Cup after losing their first two and already being eliminated. They saved some face by beating Lebanon today, 85-79 already this morning. The game is over between Australia and Japan. Australia has beaten Japan and won their group by winning that game. Big deal. Right now, we have Italy playing the Philippines. This is an important game because the Philippines are fighting Italy to stay alive. If they actually win this game, they may still have a chance to stick around still, but probably not. So Italy needs to win this game big time. And then the battle of the big men, Big V versus Big V, Vucevic versus Valanciunas, Montenegro versus Lithuania is going on right now. And let me give you some updated scores on what is happening with those games at this very particular time. Hang on. I don't know why it's not giving me the updated scores right this second. Let me just click on it real quick. First of all, Philippines and Italy. This is where we're at with that game. It is now, hang on. It is now, the score is currently 73-60 for Italy with less than 10 minutes to go in the game. That game should be over very soon. And it looks like Italy is in control at this point, so they're cruising. In the other game, Lithuania versus Montenegro, very close. 8-point lead for Lithuania at halftime right now as we speak. And those are the only two games that are going on currently. We look at the group stuff real quick. As I said, Dominican has won Group A. They are 3-0 to finish it. And this group is going to finish up after this Italy-Philippines game ends. Now, if the Philippines can come back and beat Italy, that will mean Angola will move on to the second round. But if Italy beats Philippines, then it's going to be a tiebreaker by how well, actually, they'll just go through. If Italy wins, they'll go through. But there's a chance for Angola if Philippines can beat Italy. So Angola is rooting for the Philippines right now. Now, in other stuff with other divisions, the winner of this Lithuania-Montenegro game will win their Group D, and that will matter to seeding. But the other teams are already eliminated and out. USA, of course, is qualified to go on to the next round. They're still figuring it out between Greece and New Zealand. Those games will be determined tomorrow. Puerto Rico and South Sudan are vying for the last spot in Group B after Serbia. So there's an important game that's going to happen tomorrow to determine whether Puerto Rico gets eliminated. So we're rooting for South Sudan. That will be very, very important tomorrow. As I said, Germany has won Group E, and Australia has qualified to go to the second round also. Japan and Finland have been eliminated. And then also in Group F, Georgia and Cape Verde vying for the second seed to go to the second round after Slovenia. Group G, Spain has that spot, but Brazil and Ivory Coast still have a chance to go to the next round. So we'll have to see what happens. If Brazil wins their next game, they're probably most likely going to be in the next round. So there's your catch up with kind of where we're at with the different groups and what's at stake and who's moving forward. Really unfortunate to see that Cat and Dominican Republic have gone 3-0 and shown very, very much a dominance in Group A. Is no good. Amit saying no trivia today. No, sir, no trivia today. This is Special Tuesday. It's a watch along Tuesday for Team Canada. I'm sorry, Amit the GOAT. We're going to have to take 1 week off for trivia. But, there's not always during the season, there's even less trivia. And sometimes you don't even know that trivia is going on. So you have to watch out. But good to see you, Amit. And he's saying good morning to Dana also. Amit saying, I hope y'all's week has been going good. Yeah, it's been great. I've been having a fantastic week. Had a really nice birthday weekend, spending it with my family and my girlfriend, and just being out in the country in nature. That's been so much fun. And then, of course, Team Canada stuff has made things really fun and awesome. And then, the prospect of the Raptors season coming up is making me more and more excited also, Amit. So what's not to like if you're a fan of basketball and you live in Canada right now? That's right. What's not to like? Dana's saying good morning to Amit the GOAT. Ahmed's saying, I started streaming NBA 2K on Twitch. Been streaming for less than a month, and I'm already at 65 followers. There you go, Ahmed the GOAT. Enjoy your 2K twitching. Yes, I wish Scotty would show up on that. He's showing that he is playing 2K right now on his Instagram. He had a post of a picture of him on 2K, and he's asking people, does this really what I look like? Because he doesn't like how he looks like in the game. Very interesting to see Scotty playing 2K24. As he quit 2K23 last year. Dana saying, nice. My son streams NBA 2K on Twitch also. All right, there you go. So we got a little bit of an NBA 2K Twitch community going here. Amit saying, do you know his username? Maybe I know him. Twitch is such a huge world, Amit. It'd be funny if you guys did know each other. Trevor's here. Good to see Trevor J. Good morning, Raptors family. Good morning to Trevor J. There's some amazing things coming up down the road with Trevor J and this channel. I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all are going to be excited the more we divulge the news and the plans that him and I have for some fun, interesting fun for this channel. I am telling you, I got back to my house yesterday and I received the package that Trevor sent me in the mail, and it is something else. It's a new prize for one of the contests we're going to have coming up in the next year here on this channel, and y'all are going to want to win this thing that he sent me in the mail. And I will be showing it to y'all once I get back to my house, and we'll be talking about what it's going to be all about. We're going to have a couple of things. We're going to have, of course, we have the Fantasy WNBA League that we're finishing up right now. We're in the middle of the playoffs, second round of the playoffs. David, Saborin, and I are battling right now in the second round, and MK and Monique are battling on the other side of this bracket to stay alive in the playoffs big time. In the WNBA Fantasy League, we have a prize for that. Well, we're going to play NBA Fantasy again this year. We'll have a prize, and then we're going to have something called the Trevor J Challenge that's going to happen this year also. And I'll be excited to present all this stuff to you guys as we get closer to the NBA season. I'll reveal the things we have in the works. But being around this channel is fun, and you're going to find out even more why it's fun because of people like Trevor J and their great contributions to this channel. Thank you, Trevor J, for being here as always, and we'll see your words of wisdom in a second. Dana saying definitely DXfinity is his Twitch name. So if y'all want to follow Dana's son playing on Twitch on NBA 2K, that is his handle right there. Dana saying, I don't think there is trivia. We're watching Team Canada. That's right. No trivia today, unfortunately. Amit does not know him, but he has followed him. So maybe there's a friendship budding between Amit the GOAT and Dana's son. Good morning to the superfan, the greatest. Monique Lawrence is here. Good morning, everyone. Go Canada. Let's win the FIBA World Cup. Yeah, France won today, but Gobert sat out. He didn't even play in this game. I don't know. It's crazy. It's weird. Trevor J's words of wisdom for today are, don't let anger and emotion ruin your life because you cannot take back that decision you made in that moment. You will not get a second chance to change that decision. You know, this is something that I've had to work on in my life because I can be a very emotional person. I can get real amped up, and it never ever suits you or does you justice if you make a decision when you're very, very upset in a bad place. It's just like pause, take time and say, I need a moment, or I need a day, or I need a night to sleep on it, and let yourself calm down. I think with anything that you make a big decision about in your life, you don't want to be too high or too low. If you're really, really happy, you may agree to something that you really shouldn't have taken that responsibility on. And if you're really, really low, you could be destructive in your life and cause things to go away in one moment's instance just because your emotions weren't under control at that time. This is something I've had to grapple with my whole entire life, and I've learned some very painful, tough lessons from this exact thing that Trevor J's talking about this morning. Thank you for your words of wisdom, Trevor J. Let's try and stay even-keeled and calm when we make major life decisions. Yes, Dana's saying, what is your Twitch name? All right, they're going to find out. They're going to link up. This is going to be good. I like the connecting of the community of the RFF. That's right, baby. Yeah, I will follow you and get my son too as well. Good stuff. And Dana's saying good morning to Superfan Monique. There's the Superfan Monique Lawrence emote. I love it. Amit saying, nah, you don't got to follow me. It's all good. He's like, don't follow me. Come on, you want to get a following? Get a following, Ahmed. Don't be so humble now. Come on now. Mo's saying, I'm still smiling over the news of what Danny Green said about the Raptors championship ring. Yes, and yes. Yes, Danny Green recently said out of his 2 championship rings between the Lakers and the Raptors, of course, he has a Spurs ring too. He would pawn the Lakers ring way before he pawned the Raptors ring. The Raptors ring is super special to him, and he'll keep it forever. But you may see that Lakers bubble ring that he got the next year up on eBay. It's funny. It's awesome. Now, people are making bad jokes about it, saying, well, obviously, the Raptors ring may be very rare because it's the only one ever, is what they're saying. Bullshit, motherfuckers. We are going to go get another Larry O'Brien and more championships in the future. So don't act like that Raptors championship ring is some sort of weird, unique thing, because there's going to be more of them coming down the road. That's what I'm saying right now as a Raptors freak. So all you haters saying that kind of crap about Danny Green's decision, shut the up. Yes, yes. Thank you, Monique, for that. Cool Cat is here. I love seeing Cool Cat in the morning. Good morning, Rapid Free Crew. I got account on Courtside 1891, so I can see all of the games at my own convenience. That is brilliant and awesome. I love that, Cool Cat. And yeah, it's like, listen, I know I want to watch Canada, like we're going to in just a second. But in some ways, some of the action is fantastic. I was just watching some of the Lithuania versus Montenegro game just before this, and I watched some of the Japan and Australia game this morning because I've been up on an early schedule. And it was exciting to watch the other teams play also. You can't beat that international feel of countries versus countries and the Olympic spirit of it, that it's all in good natured and fun. You see that it bonds people together with the commonality of playing basketball and the love of that sport. And I love that about this tournament. And I highly encourage anybody who has the free time to go watch more. Go watch more. All right, looks like we're setting up for the game. It's Canada versus Latvia, 2-0 versus 2-0. FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 Group H. The top dogs tipping off next. I see RJ Barrett. I see Kyle Alexander. I see Nickel. I see Lou Dort is still not dressed. So it looks like Lou Dort will be inactive once again for this game. We've got Dylan Brooks. Our commentators on Sportsnet are Dan Schulman and Alvin Williams. Your commentators on the Rapid Free channel is Alexi Otts. That's right. All right, we're getting ready for tip-off. We see Dwight Powell in the circle once again to do the jump. He is the guy who has the most hops out of anybody on this team. So it makes sense that Dwight would do the jump for Canada. All right, let's go, Canada. Let's beat Latvia. That's right. Let's go. I don't know if they told us who the officials are, but we'll just watch. Look at that beautiful heart center court. We're going to jump it up right now. Number 24 jumping for Latvia. I may be doing the numbers for the other team because I do not know all their names. So please bear with me if I do numbers for the other team. All right, Dwight does a half-hearted jump for the jump ball, and he does get it. It was a weird little tip. That was the most lazy jump ball I've ever seen. SGA collects it and comes back the other way. Let's see. Dylan's in motion up the top of the key, coming across right to Olynyk in the middle with a very nice lob, an easy lob to Dwight. You got to love the teamwork right away and the vision of Kelly Olynyk. They get him right in the middle. They play a zone, and they do a zone buster right away. All right, here we go. They're trying to work against us. It looks like Latvia is going to have a bit of a height disadvantage against us in some ways. This big guy, though, on SGA is trying to muscle in. And he's falling around everywhere. I'm going to have to figure out who's Bertans, Davis Bertans. Let's see. Yeah, he hit Olynyk pretty hard there. But beautiful pass by Kelly Olynyk. Once again, Scotty Barnes, take some notes on what Big Kelly O is doing in this. And maybe we can get you playing a little bit like him this year. That'd be fun. RJ's guarding the ball handler at the top, number 55. And he takes a long three because he left them. And that may have been wrong, RJ, because he just nailed the three. Latvia up by up 3-2, just by 1 point, 9 minutes to go in the first. SGA moving into the lane, dumps it off to Powell, who goes out of bounds. Unfortunate turnover by Team Canada. Not looking really sharp. Was sharp on the first offensive play, but not so sharp on defense. And then that play just now, not so sharp for Team Canada. Of course, we've seen them get off to little bits of rough starts in their couple of games so far. Even in the friendlies, it was happening. And they're really turn it on in the second half is when we see Canada really shine. All right, Latvia's moving the ball around, 0-0 with it with RJ on him near the near side. He takes a three, does a dribble, and another shot. Okay, RJ, you're going to have to dial up the defensive intensity and maybe come up and get in their face, bro. You can't be laying off of them because that's two big three-pointers by Latvia right in a row because RJ Barrett's laying off of them. All right, let's see. Here we go. Work the ball, Canada. Get an easy shot. Good shot selection. Dylan Brooks has room, and he nails the three. Villain Dylan getting the big first three-pointer for Canada down by 1. 8 minutes to go in the first. Let's go, Canada. All right, let's see. Another open three by Latvia who comes around the screen. They are sharp on fire right now. There's 3 3-pointers right in a row. 9-5 for Latvia. And I think Jordy's going to call a timeout and reorganize Canada's defense to really key on that three-point land. In some ways, we said this. Monique said this, I remember a couple days ago, saying that when we play Latvia, we really got to watch that three-point line. And, well, this is showing the truth right from the start. With 3 baskets for Latvia, all three-pointers with a little bit of daylight shown to them, they capitalize on it. And that's no good. That's no good. Amit's saying sad that he's injured, but we're going to have to play them today in the next round. So good for us, bad for him. Yeah, in some ways, listen, Porzingis not being able to play, that was huge too. This Latvia team's doing so well. I would hate to see how they would look with Porzingis in some ways. So it's kind of good, and I want to play the best version of each team. But if we catch a couple breaks here and there, that would be all right, I guess. Also Trevor J saying game over, game over. Let's go Canada. That's right. And G showing the Canadian spirit also with the Canadian flag. Tom Duke saying Minutes Police will be watching this game. It will be interesting to see what Jordy comes up with today. Let's go Canada. Good morning. There's Porzingis on my screen right there. Watching the game hurt. And there's the older Bertans brother who is sitting out this game because of his hamstring. That is Davis Bertans' older brother, Dyrus Bertans. All right, we got the ball, and we're going to inbound it. It's 9-5 for Latvia. A quick lead early for the Latvians to start this game. Well, let's go, Canada. Let's get this under wraps. SGA is operating, going right up the middle. You guys aren't fast enough to keep up with me. I'll go right around you, too. Listen, no. You ain't even living in the same kind of level of world that SGA is living in. 9-7 for Latvia. Beautiful move by SGA with just talent, just gliding through the defenders of Latvia to just lay it in. All right, yeah, card up hard on that three-point line, Canada. And in some ways, let's see if they can do anything down low. In some ways, I bet y'all can get to them quick enough to bother their shot. And, they let them foul in FIBA. So, do a little bit of that. But, yeah, I love this drive by SGA, taking it all the way, just going right around them. All right, Latvia's operating. Let's see. They got another open three, and they too short on this one, but they get the long rebound to get a second attempt. Let's see what happens here. 55 dribbling, going around. Olenek trying to lay it up, and he does an up and under. Really funky layup there. Quick move by Latvia, 11-7 for them. All right, let's see if Canada can answer. Dwight Powell at the top over to Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks over to RJ. RJ's going to try and do something this game, I have a feeling. SGA with a long three from RJ. He misses. Powell bats it out, and Latvia collects the ball. They're coming back the other way. All right, let's see if we can get a stop here. Oh, they got a quick pass up court, but they take a quick three and they miss. Rebound by RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett coming back the other way. He's backing down number 55. He finds 24 right there with a double. And he hits the side of the backboard. Fouls on the floor, and Arturs comes over with RJ and helps him get up off the court. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good show team spirit. Good sportsmanship. That's right. Yeah, very nice move by the Latvian guard 55 to get the up and under around Kelly Olynyk. And the Latvian fans are going crazy in the crowd. That'd be kind of cool to travel for FIBA World Cup and be there, kind of traveling. It's like the Olympics, but it's just basketball. So you don't have all the other people there for the other sports. So I think that would be kind of cool to go to FIBA World Cup. It was here in Toronto before, but maybe it'd be cool to go in another place and see it. All right, SGA's operating. Yeah, you can't stop me, bro. He does a little fade away, and it rolls. Oh, they tried to tip. All right, the 0-0 for Latvia knocked it out. It looked like it might have rolled in if it bounced a little bit more. And a really bad pass by 55. He threw it to out the gym door. The gym door. He threw it out the gym door just now. So turnover. Canada's coming back. SGA coming the other way with RJ there. Kelly Olynyk kind of doing some crazy brutality there with a couple of Latvian players and a little bit looking like football there for a second. There's Rick Smits. No, that's not Rick Smits. That's just Smits. Number 17 or 11 for Latvia's Smits. I wonder if he is related to the dunking Dutchman. Yeah, let's go. All right, Canada inbounds the ball. SGA coming in, and he's got, Dwight Powell with the easy. Well, he had it, but he got hammered. SGA didn't see him quick enough. He actually really got that good cut, and he was instantly open, but SGA was a split second too late getting him the ball, and the defense reacted and came back. That's the thing that messed him up. Powell getting hammered hard. He's going to make these free throws. You earned them from getting hammered pretty hard. He wants a flagrant. It sounds like Jordy is asking for a flagrant foul because of how hard he hit him. So I think they want to go watch it. and see if the contact was a little bit more than it needed to be. So let's see what happens here. This is interesting. So we'll see if Jordy wants to see if it's a flagrant. So the officials are going to go watch it and review it. This is very cool, very interesting. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, the minutes police. There's an interesting graphic of the most productive players at FIBA so far, and SGA is number 3 on the list after Luka and Nikola Vucevic, who really are the one-man show for their two teams. And you got to think about SGA is on a team with a bunch of other NBA players. So it's very much being shared. So in some ways, people are arguing, how is SGA the best if Luka's the best? Well, Luka is getting all the water because he really is the best option there. So, all right, let's see what they're saying. All right, they're going to say 2, and then they get the ball. So I think that the Team Canada was successful with appealing for a flagrant because it did look really rough. Like he's throwing him, and then like he hit the ground really hard. So let's see, if nobody's lining up to the lane, that's going to mean 2 and the ball out of bounds. But if they're at the side of the lane, they're going to say no, that it didn't, because I didn't hear what they called because I'm not listening to it. So they line up with the lane. So no flagrant foul, just a regular foul. Powell makes good on the first free throw. Thank goodness. There's some Canada fans. Love to see some Canada fans in the house in Jakarta, in Indonesia. Let's see, 11-8 now for Latvia. Let's see if he makes the second one. And he misses the second one. 0-0 gets the rebound, and now Latvia bring the ball back the other way. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Let's see what happens here. Dylan Brooks, dogged defense on the guards. They're coming out on them pretty good. Latvia's going to try and make room for their three-point shots, but I don't know how successful they are. They took a little mid-range there, and they hit the back of the iron. I don't mind that at all. Rebound by Canada, coming back the other way. Long pass SGA to Dylan Brooks, who's backing down his smaller defender. 24 is there to double, though. They're doing a good job of doubling them. RJ with the quick 3 from the other side. Dylan getting it over to him. He saw the double team and he passed it out. That's the way you play team basketball. Good job, Bill and Dylan, getting it to RJ Barrett to tie the game 11-11. There's a 3, and they make it. Once again, coming around the screens and making a little bit of daylight. The Latvian guards are sharpshooters, and they really do know how to hit those threes. That's a foul if I've ever seen a foul. SGA getting pushed out of bounds with the ball when he's trying to make a move. So it looks like he's going to go to the line. 14-11 for Latvia. The three-point shot has been very much a potent weapon for Latvia so far, and Canada is going to need to make adjustments to make sure that in the second half, they're not shooting so deadly. They're shooting so good from 3 right now. In fact, I think they've only missed 1. Okay, Bertans doesn't even start. Davis Bertans just entered the game right now. So I guess he's a boost of energy for them. Their main NBA player who's even on their team right now. So we see Davis in the game at this point. Dylan Brooks with a 3. He misses the front of the iron, but Kelly puts it right back up, and he misses again. But he did kind of get mugged on that play. But anyways, there's a little bit of funny contact in the midcourt from 0-0 to Kelly there. He stopped and let him run into him. And now they're working it around. Of course, they're going to try and get that 3-point open. Somehow, some way, Latvia trying to work to get the 3 open. That's what their strategy is, obviously. Look at RJ's defense on little 55, and they missed the three-point shot, and there's a dumb foul by Latvia, number 47, getting in the way. Of course, Karats is on this team also. Radoran's Karats, who was on the Raptors Summer League team 2 summers ago. He is on this team. He was wearing the mask, remember, during our Summer League 2 summers ago? He is a player on Latvia also. So we should see him playing out there today also. Amit saying, Nikel been on a tear. Yeah, Nikel's been awesome. Speaking of Nikel, he just entered the game for Kelly Olynyk. And now he's in as the first person off the bench. And Dylan's at the line. Let's see if Dylan can get this lead shortened up. No, horrible free throw, Dylan Brooks. Come on now. Make the free throws, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Amit's also saying, does anybody know if the Dortcher chamber is playing this game? No, Lou Dort is in his warm-ups, his coach's warm-ups, and he is a coaching staff player today. So, no, he's not playing again today. This is interesting that Lou Dort's been held out the last 2 games. I hope he gets healthy and he starts playing once again. I know he hasn't been ruled out for the whole entire World Cup, but hopefully he gets back out there soon, because he is a good defender off the bench and somebody that's been very key for Canada in certain ways. All right, Latvia scoring again in the lane. 16-12 for Latvia. Well, they got the lead for now. They got the lead for now. SGA operating at the top of the key. Dylan Brooks taking another three. They're just going to let Dylan shoot. Well, he missed that one. That's unfortunate. All right, coming back the other way, Latvia. Let's see what we can do. We're really, really guarding past the three-point line. Thank goodness. If y'all want to take Fred or Steph Curry, Dame Lillard level threes way out there, like Bertans just took one and he hit his shot an air ball, there's no foul there. If they call a foul on this, they better challenge it because nope, there's no foul. Just out of bounds, bad air ball. All right, let's see if Canada can shrink the lead, the 4-point lead on this possession, just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Let's see RJ operating at the from the side, coming down the lane over to Dylan. Dylan doesn't want to take the open three because he keeps missing, so he passed it along to Nickel, who kind of shot a crazy shot and missed. 55 trying to get in the lane, moves it around to 0-0, who takes the three. He misses, thank goodness. And Nickel has the rebound. He's over to RJ. RJ bringing it over. Let's see. He's waving Dwight for a screen. He's coming down the middle of the lane. Nice little floater. He hits the back of the iron and misses, but there's a foul on the rebound. And it looks like the foul might be on Canada. Dwight Powell pleading his case to the ref, probably very politely and nicely. The referee's laughing. He's like, "Oh, you touched my shoulder. You're so nice. Oh, yeah, nice man. You're a nice man, Dwight Powell. Nice Canadian man. Yes. All right. Yeah. See, let's see. Oh, yeah. See, he's holding Davis in a full Nelson. He's trying to get those arms right up underneath under and hold it like this. You can, that's a good wrestling submission hold. But Powell's got 2 fouls early, so Jordy's got to take him out. We got to remember there's 5 fouls in FIBA competition. So you get 2 fouls early, it's even worse than it is like in the NBA. Yeah. All right. They're operating. There's 66 for Latvia's in the game now. A even smaller little guard, 24 with it now. They're working it around right at the top. Really want to get open threes, but I don't think they're going to get that. Even as we go further into the game, they're going to have it even harder trying to get those threes. I'll bet you money. Davis trying to make a move. I think he was fouled, so he's going to go to the line. Davis Bertans of the Washington Wizards, I believe. I don't even remember what team he plays for right now. Maybe he plays for Dallas. I'm not totally sure. I think he's on Dallas now. Y'all could correct me on that. He was in that trade with Porzingis to Washington, and I think he went the other way. So he was actually on Dallas. I think he's on Dallas. Lots of Latvian fans in the house. Let's see. Randolph Phillips is here. Beloved Raptor Freaks, most informative gang. Good morning. Blessings on you and your loved ones. Lex, hope you celebrated your birthday well. Continue celebrating your blessed life. Hugs, everyone. Thank you, Randolph Phillips. Thank you for the blessings. Blessings to the Phillips family, all your friends and coworkers, and everyone you guys know. And blessings to the whole Raptor Freak family. And yes, I had such a blessed weekend and such good things happening right now, Randolph. I appreciate your wish. All right, let's see. Right down the middle, trying to lay it up. He misses it wildly. Canada coming back the other way. Another fast break. SGA trying to go over 2 Latvian defenders when he has a wide open Kelly Olynyk at the 3-point line, which is kind of crazy. SGA is ignoring Kelly, which I don't like. Let's see. Nickel for 3. That's not as good. And SGA is all over the place. He tips it and out on himself. So 18-12, 6-point lead for Latvia early in the game. They're bringing in the international experienced Canadian part of the team, Melvin Ejim and Philip Scrubb coming into the game for Dylan Brooks and possibly SGA. SGA is playing a little wild right now and a little selfish. I mean, I get it. He's a very talented, top-notch player, but please share the ball and try not to beat 2 guys at once. I know you're that good, but in some ways, use your team, bro. Use your team. All right, let's see if we can get a stop here. It's Phil Scrubb guarding the guy. Kelly's right there to guard this big man who's trying to do something sneaky under the basket, but he's not going to get there. 0-0 got it then. I think that's Karatz. Number 0-0 is Karatz. All right, there, out of bounds. Whose ball is it? I think they're going to say it is Canada's ball. They should say it's Canada's ball. But no, they're going to give the ball to Latvia as the Latvian coach makes a motion that looks like he's playing with himself, to be quite honest. All right, Latvia putting the ball back in, and 66 goes around 18 for the wide open 3, and he nails it. See, that's going to be the thing. Guarding the picks on the outside for them to get room to try and shoot those open threes. We really got to work around those picks or have the switch right. SGA taking a long three, but it's half-assed, way too far out, and he didn't really have his feet under him when he shot it. He shot it in some sort of half-assed way, and I'm not about that, SGA. You can't be leading this team like that, bro. You got to do better. Do better. It's a lot of is important. What how you do on this games will determine our outcomes, and you cannot be selfish. You cannot be selfish, please. All right, Kelly's trying to work. He wanted to give it back to SGA, but maybe he thought he might not get the ball back if he did. Yeah, there's Karax is numbers 00. Rodion's Karax. He did foul Kelly Olynyk, and he looks like he's a little chippy with them also at the same time. Yeah, he missed a really easy layup. Oh, no, that one he made, but he missed another one that was really easy. Yeah, Latvia looking really good in the first quarter of this game. SGA taking his first breather with a minute to go. Trey Bell-Haynes in the game. I want to see Trey Bell-Haynes play some point guard because we know he's going to get assists. And if he's open for three, he will shoot those threes and hopefully make them. Fiercely Salceras here. Good morning, fam. Hang on, it jumped. Happy Tuesday. Lex, you heard about the Noah Lyles controversy? Him saying NBA champs shouldn't be called world champs? Was just asking about it a few days ago. I know. I thought you were talking about that the other day, partly because of what he said, but I guess you said that before. Maybe you had foresight. You know, I get what people are saying. Now, the two sides of it are this. The NBA is absolutely the best league in the world, and in some ways it could be inferred that they should be considered the world champions. But in some ways, this World Cup or the Olympics is a better indicator of the world champions. In some ways, you should be saying Spain is the world champion over the Denver Nuggets. But I also like the idea of possibly having a Champions League where they take the NBA champion, they take the Spanish champion, they take the Italian league champion, they take all the major leagues around the world and have a small tournament with those clubs instead of the international country teams. Now, I don't know how to handle this. I think that using the term world champions in the NBA is not a horrible thing to do. As Kevin Durant and a couple other people have pointed out, a lot of the top players in the NBA are gold medal champions from the Olympics. So in some ways, there is some logic to saying an NBA player is a world champion because a lot of them have played in the Olympics and have won, at least the Americans that have played in the Olympics and stuff. So it's a tough thing, and I think it's kind of semantics. Some people in North America will say, yeah, sure, NBA can say world champions, but I'll bet the rest of the world wouldn't agree. There you go. Trey Bell-Haynes missing a three-point attempt right there. It looked pretty good. It looked like it was almost going to go in. It's too bad. All right, 10-point lead for Latvia, and we're just running down the first quarter. Kelly gets the ball from Trey on the inbounds, and there's a foul, but they don't call it. Trey Bell-Haynes working to still get a shot for Canada. He's fouled again. Phil Scrubb for long three. He misses. That's too bad. That's not who we want shooting that shot. And, yeah, this is a shocking first quarter with Latvia up by, well, they missed that one. Good block by Kelly. Really a good hustle play by Kelly Olynyk getting back to stop Bertans from getting an easy two right there. That was really, really good. All right, stop the damage, and let's cut this down to a single-digit lead, get a score with these last 8 seconds on the clock. All right, we see Nickel operating at the top, getting the screen from Melvin Ejim, and he passes it to Trey Bell-Haynes, who looked pretty good, but not too late, and Phil Scrubb's tip-in is too late. So a 10-point margin after the first for Latvia. I would not have called this at the beginning of the game. Jordy's got work to do. He's probably not very pleased. There's a couple of things we're seeing in this game that aren't good. The ability of Latvia to get their shooters open on the outside around screens is a real big problem. And then, some of the things that Canada's doing right now aren't very good for team play. And we just want them to get more connected. We saw the first basket was fantastic. Olynyk to Dwight Powell for an alley-oop jam. Well, after that, it's kind of the team play and connection on offense for Team Canada has not looked very good. So leaders of Team Canada like SGA, RJ Barrett, Dylan Brooks, Kelly Olynyk, they need to start working with each other a bit better. I'll say that right now. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Amit saying, laugh out loud. If anyone wants to follow me on Twitch, it's Amit _gaming_2K. Follows much appreciated, but not needed. There you go. I'm going to go. Yeah. Raptors Freak family may want to come and watch you play some NBA 2K and opine about the NBA game and the video game itself. He's saying, big man, alley-oop. Right. To open this game was fantastic. I loved it. Cool Cat saying my work schedule is 9 to 5, so it's hard for me to follow stuff during the day properly. So the courtside account helps me see the games after work. That's perfect, Cool Cat. And that's so awesome. It's kind of weird to watch such good basketball in the middle of August. I know we had the weird like displacement of the NBA season because of the pandemic and different things like that, but it's still weird to watch basketball in August like this. But I love it. And I'm glad you're finding the games. And I'm sure you're watching some of the really cool ones that have happened recently. I bet watching any of the Germany games so far in this tournament would be a lot of fun, Cool Cat, especially knowing that that's our guy, Dennis. Yeah, Amit's saying they are going to shoot us out of this game. It looks like it so far. So they need to settle down, make a commitment to guarding that 3-point line. And, in some ways, maybe we need to go down low and start beating them up. We're settling for too many really bad looking 3-point shots. We're not shooting very good 3-point shots, and we're not making them. So, all right, they're inbounding the ball. Let's see what happens here. All righty, Latvia with the ball at this point. 10-point lead for them. I hate this. I hate this so much. All right, they're working around. Let's see what happens here. We still got our bench unit out there. Bell Haynes, Phil Scrubb, Melvin Ejim with Kelly Olynyk, and I believe Nickel Alexander Walker. All right, Trey Bell Haynes with it and working it around. Kelly Olynyk and Melvin is getting. Oh wait, that's Nickel. Sorry, Nickel Alexander Walker with a burst first step on the baseline to come at the basket, and he gets fouled in the air. He's trying to come up and under. He hits the bottom of the backboard, but he got fouled, and he should be going to the free throw line. All right, make him count, nah. All right, now let's do this, Alexander Walker. Do it for your country. Do it for your cousins. Do it for yourself. Yes, number one. Hit these free throws. The first one's up, and it's off the rim. Really ugly free throw shooting by Canada. If y'all lose this game, I'm going to be really mad because y'all are losing it in a horrible kind of way, in bad ways. All right, come on now, Nickel. You need to make the second one at least. Come on now. No, he missed the second one too. Is there some saran wrap around the rim for the Canada team right now? Is there something weird going on with that? All right, we got the rebound though, so hopefully we can just get a score still. Kelly goes up with his strong. He's getting hammered. No calls. Are they going to call a foul on Kelly there? Because if they call the foul on Canada, I'm going to be really pissed because Latvia was hammering us. That foul should be on Latvia, and it should remain Canada's ball, because they were hammering us there. It would be really unfair if the foul. Okay, it is on them. Thank goodness. Because look at Kelly go up and like they're just nailing him in the arms. Jordy's not looking pleased. All right, they inbounds the ball. It was not a shooting foul, so let's see what happens. Nickel working around to Kelly. Phil with an entry pass to Kelly, who gets a nice layup. Phil Scrubb with a nice assist to Kelly Olynyk. That is old school Team Canada basketball right there. Scrubb to Olynyk. All right, now it's a 8-point lead for Latvia. They're shrinking it down. Come on now. We got to get some stops. We need to guard that 3-point line, and we need to start making some baskets with some easier play off each other. RJ's re-entering the game. This will be helpful. I'll get RJ Barrett back out there. I love to see it. All right, let's see. Good defense, Canada. No fouls. Get some steals and some blocks. Keep those hands up and keep those feet moving, and do not let them get around that screen. There's that screen. See how RJ held him? He actually went and fouled him instead of getting him around so he could get the shot. I still want them to do the switch. In that situation, it's almost like whoever's guarding 18 needs to come forward quickly, and that's Kelly Olynyk. So, Porzingis, whatever, man. Shut up, you dumbass, big, overgrown leprechaun. Yeah, I'm going to call you that. All right, let's see. 8-point lead for Latvia, 9 minutes to go in the second. All right, they inbound the ball, and they're trying to work it around. Once again, they really want to try and get open. See, 66 try to get open there. He brings it down. Trey Bell Haynes with the block. But they're going to call a foul on it. He's like, come on, let the little man get a block. He never gets to go down there and do that kind of stuff that often. So seeing Trey Bell Haynes get up there and blocking it. So that's their whole scheme. It's like they're going to work around those outside picks. And if they are covered up on the 3, they're going to dump it down to a roller and try and get an easy 2 if they can't have the 3 be open. In some ways, that may be a smart strategy to still cover the 3 for Canada, because I'll bet they're more likely to miss agitated 2-pointers in the lane than they are wide open 3s on the outside. So, all right, he makes the free throws. So now it is 24-15 for Latvia still. All right, Bell Haynes bring the ball down the court. He's looking for a little screen from Kelly. He gets the ball to RJ. RJ coming down the lane. He throws it over to Melvin Ejim. Melvin Ejim over to Kelly Olynyk. Kind of dribbling around, looking for Bell Haynes, who cuts. Or no, that's Nickel. Nickel working underneath. They're trying to call a foul, but you got him with the body, Latvia. You got him with the body, so the ball's going to stay there. So no, you don't call the calls. The refs call the calls. That's not true. Oh, they did call a travel. Never mind. I guess they are giving the ball to him for a travel, the pivot foot. That's too bad. Bad turnover by Nickel there. Oh well. I thought he got pushed, but whatever. All right, Latvia is going to inbound the ball, or are they switching it up? I don't know. All right, they're inbounding the ball. We're seeing some full court pressure from Canada. I'd like to see that. It's a little early in the game, but it's good that they're doing it. Trey Bell Haynes on the ball handler. 21 coming around, looking for his guys, trying to find somebody on the outside who can get open. Bertans is involved in this. Davis Bertans. Let's see, 21 going down the lane. He's going to try and score on 13, but no, he's out of bounds. The Latvian coach is trying to say that it's out on Kelly or he hit his arm. Nope, it's Canada's ball. Dylan Brooks re-entering the game for Trey Bell Haynes. Good stuff, Trey Bell Haynes. Solid. Not really hitting your shot today like you were the last game, but hopefully we can get you going at some point in this game. 10-point lead for Latvia, 8 minutes to go. We need to get the lead by halftime. This is a challenge I'm going to put towards Canada. You got 8 minutes. You're down by 10. Take the lead before the end of this quarter, because in some ways you don't. I just don't want you to be down for too long. It looks bad. You guys know you don't want to be down either. All right, Dylan's working into the lane, and then we see Nickel. Nickel back to Dylan Brooks, who's got the open three, but he doesn't take it. Kelly's trying to back down Bertans, and he does. A nice little back down. I really love that move by it. A really smart footwork. Really nice little one dribble. He goes one way, turns the other way, and goes around with the little hook. Very, very good play, veteran play by Kelly Olynyk, taking down Davis Bertans on defense. There's a quick three, and they miss it. He dared him, and then he got right back on him, and he missed it. Thank goodness. RJ coming back the other way. He's taking a three, and I think there was a foul on the play already. It looks like either Melvin Ejim got fouled or he did the foul. Look at Olynyk acting with Davis Bertans hitting him. That was the call. Okay, so Kelly, once again, knows those FIBA refs, what they're looking for to get a foul put on Davis Bertans right there on an off-ball situation. That's not a bad thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. Put some fouls on Davis Bertans any which way you can. Oh, man, he almost hit him right in the face with an elbow, too. That was awesome. All right, RJ missed the free. He had it. It looked like it went in, but it didn't go in. Oh, my gosh. I thought he had that shot. All right, let's see what happens here. 21 attacking the rim, and he lays it in for Latvia. Things are not going well for Canada so far, 27-17. Kelly Olynyk at the top of the key, conducting business. SGA coming around, getting the ball, and over to Nickel. Nickel is working, and over to Dylan Brooks for three real quick. He misses a big break, but they get the ball back. RJ takes another three. He misses that one, but Brooks coming in, and I think he got fouled by Karax on that one. Roderon's Karax is fouling Dylan Brooks on the on the putback dunk. He was trying to get up there for. Let's see how he grabbed them. They're both going for the ball. Is it a foul on Dylan? I don't understand what happened there. We'll have to see what the call is. All right, yeah, Latvia looking sharp. No, we got the ball back, so it was a foul on Karatz. That's good. Still a 10-point lead for Latvia. Not very good. Oh, Nickel for an open three. He nails it. Nothing but twine. You love to see that. Nickel Alexander-Walker, possibly the strongest Canadian player in this game so far. Let's see. Dylan Brooks being a dog and getting a cheap foul on number 55. He's got 2 fouls now already. That's tough. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what else y'all are saying in here. Cool Cat saying Latvia looks like they can shoot nothing but threes, it seems. Yeah, that's the strength of their game for sure. So in some ways, if they're so one-dimensional, you would think we'd be able to contain them. But right now, it's not happening. They're doing a really good job of freeing those shooters, at least in the first quarter. So far in the second, we're not seeing a lot of three-point shooting by them just being successful. But that's good. We're making adjustments. All right, 55 working it around. SGA guarding the ball handler. He tries to go up and under. He kicks it back out. Davis gives it to 55. He's trying to get shake loose any which way, and he does. Little step over and step back. 55 is a sharpshooter. He nails another three. 10-point lead for Latvia, 30-20. We turn the ball over in a really dumb way, and they're coming the other way, but they turn the ball over. SGA gets the steal. And now we're seeing Nickel attacking. SGA gets the rebound and coming right down the middle. Dwight Powell looking like a freight train. Nothing. We get nothing from that. All right, they're attacking back the other way, and we're back in time. Good transition defense by Canada to stop an easy basket for Latvia when they had actually an opportunity with a advantage. Davis Bertans breaks away and gets an easy layup. 12-point lead for Latvia, 5.5 to go in the first half. All right, we see SGA operating at the top. He's getting a screen from Dwight Powell. He comes away. SGA can back down to 55, but he's hedging him on his left and making him go to 24 on the other side. There's Nickel from outside again. He's the hot hand. We need you, Alexander Walker. Oh my gosh, we need you right now. 23-32, 9-point lead for Latvia. All right, watch 55, y'all. Really, really watch that little dude. He is killing it right now. He's trying to try and get open any which way he can. He comes in and gets an easy layup. No center there to guard the paint. Are they going to bring in Zach? It looked like Jordy was pointing to somebody on the bench, and it could possibly be Zach Edey coming into this game to help them out. Who knows? Dylan Brooks with 3 fouls. He's going to be coming out real quick. That's unfortunate. Kelly Olynyk. Let's see who else is in for Canada. Who's the replacement for him, for Dylan? They put in number 7, I think. Or no, that's Dwight. We'll see. 11-point lead for Latvia. This is not going the way we want at all. No, it's not. It is not. Amit's saying Edey probably won't play much today because Latvia will outrun him or outshoot him. That could be possibly true, although we might need him on the inside just in case. But I think you're right. You're probably right. 12-point lead now for Latvia. The lead is growing, Canada. This is the opposite of what we wanted to happen in this quarter. We wanted to shrink the 10-point lead they had after the first. Kelly for a quick 3. He misses. Not very good. Nickel gets the rebound. RJ coming out. They're not looking as sharp for some reason. Nickel from the corner. He misses that 3, but he gets the ball back. They're being really sloppy with the ball, Latvia. And SGA takes a 3, and he nails it. Thank God. We need something to get going for SGA, something in a good way. He's got 5 points. He's 1 of 3 for the game so far. So he's got 2 free throws and a 3 so far. SGA, you get going, man. All right, we're down by 9. Karat's trying to post Nickel, and he misses a little hook, misses it. And RJ coming in with the hammer, throwing it down in transition. Y'all aren't going to stop that freight train. And now Canada's coming back a bit. So there's a timeout by Latvia because they're worried because we're starting to get going again. They did not want that to happen. No, they did not. So now it's a 7-point lead for Latvia. And let's go, Canada. That's right. 4 minutes to go, 4:07 to go in the first half. And if Canada can shrink this even more, we're going to see the explosiveness of Canada's offense hopefully shrink this lead by the end of this half. That'd be really good. Canadian Cowboys here. Good morning, Lex. Bam. And Raptor Freaks. Bam, bam, bam. Got this. No problem. Let's go. A little bit of a problem so far, Bradley, but hopefully not much for a lot longer. And hopefully we will just overtake them and get that lead and finish real strong and beat their ass before the end of this. G saying Latvia is out hustling them. That is true. It does look like that, G. They're getting those 50-50 balls. They're getting those rebounds. They're playing really strong, going around each other and helping each other get open. I'd like to see Canada try and do the same. Let's help each other get wide open. And also, some of it is Canada's very not shooting well from the outside. We're shooting a lot of threes, and we're definitely not shooting at the same percentage as we did against Lebanon. It's too bad. Let's see. Cool Cat. Quick Takes is here. Good to see NBA Quick Takes. Enough respect, Raptor Freaks. 100%. Let's go. NBA Quick Takes. Give him a follow. Give him a subscription. Give him a watch. Give him a like. Give him a comment. Do all that stuff for NBA Quick Takes. A great YouTube channel and part of our little family of YouTube channels on NBA stuff. Quick Takes is a great follow, y'all. I cannot recommend his channel enough, y'all. Always happy to see Quick Takes in the comments. Cool Cat saying Latvia seems very physical, eh? Yeah, for sure, cool cat. This is something where we're gonna need Kelly and Dwight to start throwing people around a little bit, possibly. Superfan Monique saying, I turned down the volume on Sportsnet, but listening to you, but Sportsnet is faster than you. So tell me, what do you think of Dan Schulman after all? I don't know. I haven't heard his voice yet. I'm not listening to the game at all. I'm just doing me. And I don't have the volume up. And of course, I'm gonna be a little delayed than them, unfortunately. It's just how it is. It's part of the reason why I didn't want to do watch-alongs with the Raptors, because in some ways it's just delayed. But I'll do it for Team Canada. It's not a big deal, especially since it's the morning, and some people will watch this later, and they may find it fruitful to watch my commentary during the game in some ways. Who knows? All right, let's see. Latvia's got the ball. 66 is going up against RJ Barrett. Let's see. He's trying to direct things. Kurats has it. They throw it in to big man, but no, and then they get it back out. And they had an open three, but he misses. And then they get the rebound, but the big man misses also. Chase the ball down, Canada. Don't be lazy. Dwight Powell hitting the ball with his hand. And that's stupid. They should have hustled. Don't be lazy. Oh, we got the same ref as we did the other day against Lebanon. That same lady ref is out there. All right, let's see. Let's come on. Good defense. Let's get a stop here. No fouls, easy steal or a block, and that'll be happy for me. Oh, they missed the three, and Kelly collects the rebound to stop the possession for Latvia. Thank God. So still 7-point lead for Latvia. Nickel taking a long three. It looked good. He was confident, but he says he got hit on the wrist, and they didn't call it. It looks like he probably did. All right, 66 really wants to get open. They were really, really try to get him open somehow, some way. He's coming down the lane. He's coming see, they do misdirections. They drive and kick. That's the epitome of drive and kick. And 11 hits the three. Big time shot for them. They're back up by 10. Yeah, Smits hitting that three there. All right, let's see. What can you do, Dwight Powell? Muscle it in. Yeah, he gets the roll. He made it, and he's going to get an M1. So he's going to go to the line. This is a great play by Dwight Powell. And sometimes I'd like to see us go more down inside because, we have more skill down around the basket. We have more speed down around the basket also. It may not be necessarily we want to match up with them size-wise, but use the talent of quickness down low. You will beat them still, even if they're a little bit bigger than you. So 8-point lead. Let's see if he can cut it to a 7-point lead with his free throw. I'm rooting for you, Dwight Powell. Make that free throw. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. Latvia can shoot. Cool cat. Latvia is very physical. Yeah, a lot of these Eastern European teams are Georgia, Montenegro, Lithuania, Latvia, Finland. These teams all have a very physical brand of play. We see Germany, very, very physical the two times we played them. All right, here we go. Good defense. Nickel on 55. They shuffle it over to 24, but 55 is open again. They left him open for a second, but he didn't take it. His quick trigger didn't go off there. That's interesting. He's got it again. Very dangerous. He passes it off to Bertans, who takes a wild falling back three into the corner. And what are they doing? Okay, it's our ball still. But I guess they're calling a foul on Latvia on that one. Hey, that's all right. As long as we've got the ball, I don't mind extra fouls called on them. No problem at all with that. 7-point lead, 2.5 to go in the first half. SGA's got the ball. Let's cut this down, gentlemen. Come on, quit playing with your food. This is not the way this is supposed to go. Y'all are supposed to show that you are the creme de la creme, the top dog. All right, look at Kelly drawing another foul on Bertans. He's drawn 2 fouls on Davis Bertans in just really funny ways. Look at Kelly act. Look at the way he acted on that and the way he fell. He made it look like Bertans pushed him, but he did not. But he's such a good actor, and maybe FIBA people like him because he's been around for a while. Kelly Olynyk draws that foul because he knows what they're looking for as far as what he needs to do to act like that. All right, Kelly hits the free throw, making him pay. Bertans is like, man, I didn't do nothing to that guy. He's smiling about it. It's kind of funny to him. And Kelly knows, yeah, I did that. The wily Canadian veteran for Canada, Kelly Olynyk, drawing the fouls. Get that free throw, Kelly. Come on now. That's right. Now we're only down by 5, 38-33. Shrink that lead and take the lead by the end of the half. Let's go. Good defense by Nickel, all over 55. His speed and his height needs to smother him like a blanket. and not let him get nothing. They're trying to go inside on SGA with a wider man, number 24, and do some size, some bully ball down there. But SGA fronting him and then hitting it out of bounds. Latvia is going to go ahead and inbounds the ball again. Here, 2 minutes to go in the half. There's number 00, Karats gets the ball. 66 comes around the pick. They're taking a quick three from the corner. 24 misses. Very, very good. And one of the factors that may determine this game is actually endurance and conditioning. If these NBA guys are really in good shape. And, in a couple of these games, we've seen France and Lebanon get tired by the end of the game. So if we run Latvia ragged in this game, they may be a lot less sharp by the end of the game just from fatigue. So I'm hoping that can be a factor in this game to help Canada win, is that we have top conditioning. And they may get a little tired. They may be really quick to get those 50-50 balls now, but in the second half, they may be like starting to lag off. And let's hope we see that. 3-point lead for Latvia with Nikel at the free throw line. He can cut into this lead. Do it, man. Just do it. Nike. Yeah. He misses the front iron is short. Oh, man. He had a chance for a 3-point play to cut it down shorter. Too bad. Not going to happen. Some real missed opportunities at the free throw line for Team Canada today so far. All right. They're playing around 1.5 to go in the first half. They're working it around on the outside, not really trying to do much inside. They really, really want to shake people free on the outside. Taking a long three, it hits the front of the iron short, but they get the long rebound, so Latvia is going to get a second chance. Let's see, 55, just tirelessly working. And he does. He gets a nice little pass in the lane to 24 for a layup. It's now back to 5-point lead for Latvia. Minute to go in the first half. SGA really wanted the foul call. In some ways, SGA, you can't count on these FIBA refs to be like NBA refs and give you superstar foul calls. You cannot do that, but they did this time. They let him have it. But in some ways, the Latvian coach is very mad. He is definitely fouling him, but don't expect the foul. You cannot do that in this kind of competition. You have to play through it and not be a prima donna and expect it. That is a big difference in the international play. In the NBA superstar, we're going to baby you league. So don't play like that, SGA. Don't expect them to call it. And don't whine if they don't, because in some ways that won't help you either here. They're not going to look at you and say, oh, you're a superstar and we got to give you preferential treatment. That's not how it works here. All right, he hits the first free throw. It's a 4-point lead for Latvia. There's the second one goes through. All right, this is good. Only 3-point game. And now if we can get a stop when we hit a 3 on the other end, that's a tie at the half. And who knows? We get 2 stops and 2 baskets. Well, we're in the lead. There we go. There's a dumb foul by somebody. Oh, no, it's a technical. They're calling a technical on Latvia, and they're going to give us the ball. That is really strange. The coach, I think he got it. He's saying, does he saying F you? It looked like he's saying F you. Yeah, the coach got the technical foul. It's like saying F you. He's not very happy. All right, make this count. You've been missing free throws. Come on, man. There you go. All right, SGA hitting the free throw, 40-38, 53 seconds to go. The coach said something colorful to the ref, and the ref wasn't liking it. He's like, oh, what'd you say? It's like, timeout, technical on this guy. Yeah, technical on you, Latvian coach. Yeah, you better watch your words. All right, Latvia inbound the ball. Only a 2-point lead for them now. So Canada being somewhat successful in the second quarter, shrinking the lead. All right, 55 throws it long to the other side to Karats, who comes up and under and hits a layup. Jordy's like, nice layup by Karats. SGA's operating now with just 35 seconds to go in the half. Kelly with a long 3. I hope he nails it, and he does. Look at him. He put his arms out like, woo, don't you love me? That's right. Kelly cuts it to a 1-point lead for Latvia. 23 seconds to go in the half. Yes, sir. Come on, SGA. Guard him. Get that steal now, SGA. You always get that signature steal on him. He's going to look for that moment to tip it out of his hands and go the other way and just dunk it and take the lead right at the half. I want to see that. There's a switch. Kelly's on the little guy outside. He goes around him. He misses. Okay, there's RJ all down court. He's coming up, and he got fouled. Did they count it? Oh, he made it. He made the shot. It was weird. It didn't look right. 43-42. Canada has the lead at the half. Yes! Woo! Look at that craziness. RJ making it right at the buzzer. A buzzer beater layup in transition. RJ getting it there just in time to, if that was the end of the game, that would have been huge. We won by 1 point. That would have been so crazy. No, it's halftime. And RJ Barrett has put us up by 43-42 at the half for Canada. A tough game so far for Canada. Not looking totally pretty, missing a lot of free throws. Some stuff not totally going smooth, but once again, you can coast on talent to a degree in FIBA in some ways, and the talent of Canada is immense. And in some ways, we're coasting on that talent and still hanging around. And there you go. We can strike and go get it. All right, let me catch up on the comments and do the Instagram check with you guys real quick. All right, I love seeing so many people here this morning. Awesome to see such a good contingency this morning. Let's see. Where was I? The last comment that I talked about. I think it was okay, G. Okay, cool. Cowboys saying it's over when Steady Eddie comes in Canada. 3-0. Let's go. I love to see Zach play this game. Cowboy. There's no guarantees. Trevor Jace giving us the score from the Philippines and Italy. Italy has won 90-83. The final score, Italy beating Philippines. So the host country is eliminated, and Italy will go on to the second round. Cool Cat is saying that Canada has to play physical. Don't shy away from the physicality. Yes, you've had a day off. You played a slouch opponent in the last game. Well, you need to step up and play to meet the physicality of Latvia. Don't shrink away like a shrinking violet. Meet it head on and go right at it. Cool Cat saying we need to move the ball around. Yes. Coach Cool Cat is definitely right. These are good pointers for the second half. Cool Cat is really, really astute on this kind of stuff and really, really understands what we need to do. Our three-point shooting has to improve also. In some ways, us shooting not that good in the first half and 3-point, you got to figure the law of averages. We're going to shoot way better from three in the second half. A lot of open threes missed by Canada. Some of them with their feet weren't set right. Some of them just poor shot selection, and some of them just wide open threes missed. So those opportunities hopefully will be cashed in the second half instead of misses in the first. Yeah, I like that. Good points, Cool Cat. G saying Latvia is playing great defense. Canada looks a bit discombobulated. Wow, I'm going to give G a dunk just for using the word discombobulated this morning. I like big words, and discombobulated is a great word. Thank you, G. I won't argue with anything you're saying there. I think that's a very astute, perceptive judgment of what is happening in this game. Latvia is playing a dogged defense. They're very energetic. They're getting the balls quicker, and they're playing with real purpose. And that is a problem in some ways. But our talent is so good, we can still be leading at half, even though they may be playing almost perfect in some ways. Cowboys saying attack the rim, Canada. Let's go. I like that. Higher percentage, the closer you are to the rim. You don't have to settle for three-point shots like them. Your best chances to score are near the basket, even if they're grabbing your arms. G saying, I noticed this last game, but Canada misses a lot of free throws. I've been a little worried about their free throw shooting since the friendlies. The first friendly game they played, they shot a really bad free throw percentage. And I was like, they got to clean this up. Let's not let the free throw shooting be an Achilles heel that hurts us by the end of this FIBA World Cup. And we don't win a game partly because we really shoot poorly at the charity stripe. So get this together, Canada. Concentrate, use your regular techniques of how you shoot your free throws and breathe and just make them. Don't rush them and play better. That's right. Fiercely saying Team Canada looking rough today. Missing free throws. Jordy clearly annoyed. Yeah, he is looking a little annoyed in the first half. Fiercely saw Sarah. Always good to see you. Nameless is agreeing. And Fiercely saying painful to watch. Well, they got the lead by one, and it could be once again a tale of two halves. We could see a first half that Canada struggled, but still led at the end by one. And then the second half, maybe they're gangbusters, and we absolutely blow them out of the water, and we win the game still by like 30. This is the kind of team we got for Canada right now. This could very much happen, where we still win this game by 30 points. It's just the first half we had struggles. Maybe the Latvian coach had a really good game plan to try and stop us. Well, Jordy can make the adjustments and figure out what they're doing successfully to stop us on defense. Well, maybe he comes up with some other idea. We come in the back door, go attack the rim like some of y'all are saying, and make things easier for Canada in the second half. I'm about that. Yeah, Nameless saying way too easy penetration for Latvia. Yeah, that's one thing. We guard so far out to really guard their three. Well, they're going to bust through that line and try and get penetration and get an easy layup. In some ways, we need to have 4 guys out on the line and one really big good guy in the lane to protect the lane in the rim. And that part of the problem is they're drawing Dwight and Kelly out of the lane, and then because they have to guard the threes so closely, and then they're getting easy layups that way. It's a really good drive and kick kind of thing they're doing right now. They're first of all, they're doing screens for the 3-point shooters that they don't have that. The screener's rolling. They dump it into the roller, and then if they converge on the roller, he's dumping it right back out the guy who just threw it back to him, and they're getting an open three. So in some ways, it's pick your poison with Latvia's offense right now. It's pick your poison. Name is saying, I expect a big first second half. I do too. I really do. Name is saying, what's our defensive rebound numbers? I have no idea. I don't have the stats up. Maybe I should go check that out. I could probably get them right now. Let me go get the stats at halftime. Defensive rebound numbers is what this man wants. Let me see what it says. La, 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 la. They have 27 defensive rebounds. We have 19. Or no, we have 27. They have 19. Okay, I got it wrong. They put it in Latvian colors. So I'm like, why is it in that color? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's weird. Anyway, all right, let me keep going with the comments. Cowboys saying Canada wins by 13. Let's go. That's a good prediction. I like that. Infamous saying, morning, Raptor fam. I'm not worried. We got this. I'm not worried either, Infamous. We'll get this together by the end. Impressive with Kelly's basketball IQ. Yeah, very impressed with Kelly Olynyk, the kind of leader he is. You know, in some ways, this isn't about being a scorer. This isn't about doing this. It's about doing all the other stuff that a team needs to win. Nameless is saying we need to cause some more turnovers. I agree with that. I'd like to see an SGA easy just pick and run it back and get an easy dunk. Nameless also saying I love Dan Schulman with all my heart, but of course, I'm a baseball guy too. Yeah, I just think it's really weird that they chose a baseball guy to do this. In some ways, it's annoying to me. You know, I don't know. I'm really mad at Rodgers in general for how they're handling this FIBA stuff this summer all around. And like, they're annoying to me. Like Rodgers really is annoying to me at this point. Let's see. Tom's saying he's got a basketball. He's got Raptors basketball. He's got some sort of thing. He's got me. He's like, stop. Let's go. Rebound battle. Our bigs need to take over. I love it, Tom Duke. Defense. That's right. I love it. Name was saying, let's fucking go. Dame was saying, let's go. Dame was saying, here we go, baby. Someone's listening. G saying Canada figuring out a way to draw the fouls. That's very good. Yep, in the second quarter, that's happening. Fiercely saying, quit playing with your food. Reminds me of what Doc Rivers said, i.e., don't play with your meat. Well, he was trying to say what I just said, except he said it wrong. Don't play with your meat. At one point, the Latvian coach was doing this. It looked like that a little bit. G saying that Infamous has been saying would love Kelly on the Raptors. He has high IQ and is steady. That's why the Jazz really like him. In some ways, he really helped the Jazz transition when they were supposed to be tanking for Wemby last year. Well, Kelly Olynyk kind of helped them not tank for that. And in some ways, they did a swerve. We all thought the way they traded Gobert and Mitchell last summer, that Utah is trying to get Wemby and tank. Well, no, Kelly Olynyk, his winning ways, helped Utah with the young Walker Kessler and the rest of that bunch actually have a really good year last year. So Kelly Olynyk is a secret recipe part to the Utah Jazz's mix of success over there for sure. I mean, it'd be great to have him play for Toronto with his history, with his family working for Toronto and stuff like that. But I don't know if it'll ever happen. He's near the end of his career. And in some ways, he's kind of like a West Coast Canadian. I don't know if he's a really big fan of Toronto for some reason. I don't know why, even though he's born in Toronto. It's crazy. Name is saying SGA shoots 91 feet from out. David Zaborin's here. Good morning. Go Canada. Name is saying, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Oh my God. Canada up right at the end. Let's effing go. Canada, Canada, Canada. Cool Cat saying, whoa, I just checked in. Our guys wake up. About time. Let's fucking go. Name was saying, can I have my cookie? We clean up the defense. We took the lead. You want a cookie? All right, here's a sugar cookie. Monique saying the difference about these games in FIBA, I hate the time change. Happy to be here today, though. Yeah, I mean, it is in Jakarta, in Indonesia, and another other side of the world. We see Dylan Brooks coming through the hallway, coming back to the game. There's SGA, there's Nickel. So Team Canada is coming back out to the court for the second half. Good to see. I haven't done the Instagram check yet. I might have to do it after the game just because I'm catching up on the comments. Fiercely Saw Sarah saying, yes, leading at halftime, Canada. That's right. We see Scotty Barnes all over David Saborin, putting Scotty Barnes on blast. Wayne Strainer saying, fantastic effort. We need stiff competition. so as to bring up our game. Yeah, it's only going to get harder and harder. Latvia is our best test so far, obviously, because France was supposed to be it, but Latvia is looking like the other team in our group that's really, really tougher than we thought. France has gone away at this point. They're in the lower classification for the second round, and they won't be a problem for us later at all. We killed them in the first game. They're done. And France is really mourning their bad FIBA World Cup right now. Nameless saying, I have a feeling after this tourney, Jordy may get snagged up as a head coach shortly. What a phenomenal showcase for a head job. I think you're exactly right, Nameless. And this is something some Raptor fans are whining about right now. The ones that can never be happy, that they think that we should have hired Jordy instead of Darko, and they're already making a big deal out of this. Just stop. Woulda, coulda, shoulda lives all over the place in this world. Let Darko do his job. We'll see how things go. And who knows how things go in the future? Who knows? Maybe Jordy's building a bond with our country from coaching our team, and he could be somebody down the road if we need a coach at some point that he may be interested in coming to coach our Raptors at some point. So let's just let things play out the way they're supposed to. Masai and Bobby picked Darko. So we're going with Darko for now. Hopefully he is a huge booming success, and we don't need to get another coach because Darko is the man. And that's what I want. But yeah, a lot of grumbling from people around Raptor circles kind of saying, why didn't we hire Jordy instead of Darko? Just stop, pause. Stop. No. You guys are woulda, coulda, shoulda, and you most bullshit motherfuckers. We make the decisions in the front office with Masai Ujiri and Bobby Webster and Teresa Resch. That's who makes these decisions. You don't. So don't second guess the great Masai and Bobby. They got the right one. It's Darko Rajakovic. Just trust me on this. Jordy's the right one for Team Canada for sure. That's part of the reason why you're seeing such good stuff. Cool Cat saying our defense drives our Our defense drives our offense. We need a caffeine fix during halftime. Some Pascal Red Bull will do the trick. I won't disagree with this. Who knows? I mean, they do need a little bit more pep to their step. But as I was alluding, hopefully maybe Latvia will really find that they're really tired in the second half from fatigue. In some ways, running around with Canada is not fun. We are so quick and talented up and down the court that they have to run a little bit harder than they do against somebody like Lebanon. Let's just say. Name was saying, bro, I can't look at Grange with his stupid face and stupid voice. I can't do it. Unfortunately, there's nothing he can do. It's his face. I just want to hit it. Yeah, I've pointed this out before at times on this channel that Michael Grange just has such a hittable face. If he was in Revenge of the Nerds, a movie, he would be one of those preps with Ted McGinley and Ogre, and he'd be like one of those guys that you just hate because he's like, yeah, I'm in Gamma, Gamma, Gamma. What are you in, you jerks? It was like, we're Tri-Lambdas, motherfucker. Yeah, Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah, he is one of those kind of guys. David's laughing about it. Nameless is laughing about it. David's saying, I find Tatum has that same kind of face. I just want to take a bat to it. We get strikes for violence. No, you know what? You get a dunk, David, for saying you would take a bat to Jason Tatum's face. In some ways, that you got my heart with that. So there's nothing wrong with that. I don't really condone violence. Fun Guy's here. Good to see Raptor Freak member, Fun Guy, putting Lex on blast in the comments with the 5 Lex lineup there. I love it. Trevor J saying, why is Rogers using hockey broadcasters and baseball broadcasters to talk about basketball? What about Sherman Hamilton and Paul Jones? Why are those guys not there? Well, we see Sherman Hamilton there. And Michael Grange is technically a basketball guy. But Dan Schulman is a baseball guy. Granny Evelyn's here. Good morning. Yes, go, 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 Canada. Granny Swag just in time for the second half of Latvia versus Canada with a 1-point lead for the Canadians. That's what we love. Love to see Granny Evelyn in the morning. Say hi to baby Candace. G saying Latvia started looking gas, so I hope they do not come back recharged after the halftime. Maybe they'll have a little bit of juice right away here. They're starting right now. We're inbounding the ball. RJ Barrett's going to get the ball to inbound the ball for Canada. As to start the third. Let's go. Fiercely saying, by the way, Lex, followed your advice and scrolled through the Sixers post for Harden's birthday. My depressing day was instantly brightened. I laughed so hard. I'm telling you, that was just manna from heaven for happiness and cheer and joy. And I'm glad you went and looked at that, Fiercely. It was just such an amazing spectacle. The Philadelphia 76ers official Twitter account wishing James Harden a happy birthday on Saturday. Just go look at that. If you're a Raptors fan and you have not gone and looked at that yet, just go there and just read the whole thread of comments underneath. It's just really hilarious. All right, Kelly Olynyk working in the high post. He gets it to RJ, who gets a nice little easy Throw in right in the middle of the lane. Canada up by 3 to start the second half. This is where it should be. Canada on top, baby. That's right. We do not see Davis Bertans in the starting lineup. Karatz is out there and Smits, but no Davis Bertans. All right, 55. Really the annoying enemy that we need to watch out for. Trying to do some funky Magic Johnson stuff in the lane, but he got the ball taken from him. But the player recovered it and missed a shot. Canada gets the rebound, so no second chance. And coming back the other way, Kelly Olynyk to SGA at the top, taking a three. He's wide open and nails it. You can't lay off SGA like that, Latvia. This may be exactly what the difference is between the first half and the second half. Is we're going to start hitting our threes, and maybe they'll start missing their threes. And then, boom, it's going to be a very different game. 24, muscling it up over in the lane. It's so weird that they don't start Bertans. Very, very weird. 48 to 44, Canada. 8:49 to go in the third quarter. RJ for three. Is he on? Yes, he is. Okay, we've seen a three from RJ and we've seen a three from SGA to start this second half. This is fantastic. 51 to 44 for Canada. We get a quick steal, and there we go. We're going to bust this game open right now. Right at the beginning of the third quarter, SGA getting a quick transition dunk over a turnover from Kelly Olynyk with the football pass down the court. I love seeing that jam. And all of a sudden, look, you don't keep that defensive intensity. You have some miscues, Latvia, and Canada's on your ass, beating you bad all of a sudden. Yeah, let's get that maple syrup, Tom Duke. Let's crack open that old drum of good maple syrup, 100% Canadian maple syrup, 53 to 44, 9-point lead for Canada very early in the third quarter. Only 90 seconds into the third quarter, Canada busting the game open to the point where Latvia needed to take a timeout. A 10-0 run in the last 25 seconds by Canada. That is firepower, baby. That is firepower. Yeah. David Sabornstein, SGA is going to go bonkers in the third quarter. So far, we're seeing SGA and RJ going bonkers. We see Tom Duke putting Darko Rajakovic on blast with the stars. He's a superstar. Darko, that's what you are. So bright to see. Yeah. David saying, yes, Tom, yes. And Monique saying, Scotty knocking down pull-up and sidestep threes with ease via B-Mac Fitcher on Instagram. Yeah, I was going to do the Instagram check, but I talked too long. So we'll do the Instagram check after the game, unfortunately. And I'll go look at all that kind of stuff very soon, Mo. Name is saying Darko is definitely the man. I believe he's 10 years older. Laugh out loud. Listen, I just want these vibes right. And I know Darko can do that for us. Latvia is inbounding the ball. Let's see. We got some full court pressure by Canada. They're really kind of like shadowing them pretty good right here and really, really watching them. You got to watch 55. We got to watch 24. There's certain players on Latvia that are very, very good at shooting, and we got to shadow them. 11's not bad in the corner either. 55 with a step back three. He's missing that one. Yeah, that's a tall order to try and shoot over a taller defender and do a step back three. That's such a hard shot to make. RJ's bullying him down low. They got a hand on the ball, deflection, but it's our ball still. Not a back court when you hit it. Karatz hit it. I believe it's Karatz, not Karatz. Okay, Powell over to Olynyk. He fakes the three and he drives in and he gets hammered going to the basket. And they're definitely going to call a foul. It looks like 24 got the worst of the contact, though. He's on the floor. 24, you got hit. Yeah, but it is on 24. The foul's got to be on 24. I like that ref. He's very fair. He's a strong ref, and he's being very, very fair. Yeah, 24 got hit, and then it hit the ground. Okay, long three by Kelly. I didn't like that shot. Okay, Latvia gets the rebound. Coming back the other way, they're down by 9. 53 to 44 for Canada. 7.5 to go in the third. All right, 55's working. He's got Kelly Olynyk, the bigger defender. He could probably go around. Oh, he dared him, and he took the three, but he missed it. See, I like that. Kelly kind of maybe was like, all right, you can take it. You don't make it. Nope, you won't make it. Kelly looked at trying to hit the three, but he didn't. There's a foul under the basket. I'm going to believe this foul's on Latvia, fouling Dwight Powell for position on the rebounds. It's on Smits. I wonder, he's probably not related to Rick Smits. He doesn't really look like him. Plus, he's not 7'4", so I don't think he's related to the dunking Dutchman. Plus, a Dutchman. He's like from Netherlands, not from Latvia. Who knows? Maybe he has some Latvian in him. Who knows? Oh, Brooks with a quick three all of a sudden. It looked good, but he missed it. All right, the rebound by Latvia coming back the other way. Just over 7 minutes to go in the third. There's a long three missed by Latvia. Can we get the rebound? Who tipped it out? That's out on Latvia. You did do that, 24. Don't shake your head like you didn't. You did hit that ball out of bounds. You know you did. You know you did. So Canada's got the ball coming back the other way. Jordy's feeling better because the team's looking better at this point. They're doing a little bit of a weave action on the top of the key. Let's see what happens here. Kelly's operating. Dylan gets a nice bounce pass to Dwight Powell, who's going to throw it down. He got fouled, but they didn't call it. There's no way he lost the ball like that without getting fouled. And there's a dumb foul by Dylan Brooks on one of the Latvian players. So that'll be the third foul on Dylan. He might go and sit. Oh, he's got 4 fouls. Holy crap. All right, Dylan's definitely going to sit down. We'll see Nickel come back into the game. Of course, this is good because Alexander Walker has been honestly kind of the best player of this game. Look at how Dwight got up there. Man, he just barely didn't get it. They did foul. Okay, the player got their hand on the ball and it kind of got it dislodged. But man, in some ways, I wish he had come up with 2 hands. If you were holding the ball with 2 hands, Dwight, you might have been able to power that one over him. All right, let's see. Inbounding the ball is Latvia, and Dwight is asking for a towel or something, or did he get cut? His hand got cut on the rim. He might have to come out because there's blood. So they're bringing Melvin Ejim in as a quick replacement for Dwight Powell, who cut his hand on that rim, that dunk that he didn't make. So, all right, let's see. Inbounds by Latvia. SGA guarding the inbounds. Right up on 55 is Nickel. He's not going to give him any sunshine. Melvin's right there too. So, yeah, 47-55. We're not letting any of y'all take any open threes. And he missed the air ball 3 by Latvia. Rebound SGA coming back the other way. He does a fancy dribble, and he takes his own 3. It looked like he was going to make it because of rhythm, but he didn't make it. It was just off the front of the rim. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can do with defense on Latvia. Still got a 9-point lead for Canada. They pass it out to 24. He takes a short jumper. He misses it, but they get the ball back. 55 operating on the near side. He's got Melvin Ejim on him. Wow, he's really got him in the corner in trouble at this point. They need to get the ball from them. Stop being lazy, Canada. SGA kind of could have done something there, it looked like. But he was just in the wrong position. All right, they get an easy basket, a dumb trash basket off of a broken down play. SGA working in the lane, spinning and turning and nailing a nice little turnaround, a short turnaround there. They're quickly trying to get Dwight Powell bandaged up on the sideline to get back in there. All right, let's see. Good defense, Canada. Keep it up. Oh, there's a dumb foul at the half-court line by Nickel. Really, really dumb foul. Not a good one there. Let's see. Yeah, Dana's saying, let's effing go. SGA has ice in the veins. The crowd looks sad. Guardian Transit saying, go Canada. Good to see Guardian Transit here with us. Raptor Freak family. Yeah, Tom Dookie's got ice water, and he's got the drums of maple syrup ready. Dana's saying, this looks like a totally different Latvia team than the first half. Yeah, it does in some ways. Some ways they had the confidence, and they were playing off of it in the beginning. But at this point, how can they have too much confidence? Because they know they're in trouble. They know they're in trouble. G saying refs have been very good. Yeah, I can't complain about them too much. I think that in some ways, I've really enjoyed the FIBA refs overall in the World Cup so far. I like their style of doing things, and we obviously know there's not any of this superstar bullshit that happens in the NBA that pisses me off. In some ways, me knowing all the NBA refs so well individually and why they suck, each one, different ones. Some of them are okay, but most of them suck. You know, I really can tell the difference between a FIBA ref and an NBA ref. I really, really can. And Dana's getting very, very nationalistic with the Canada flag. I love it, Canadian Dana. G saying, I may have jinxed the refs, the Powell one, but so far they seem mostly fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, even if they get some missed calls here and there, overall, they're not like trying to shape the game. That's the thing that pisses me off about the NBA refs is they really do try and shape the game in certain ways. These refs are just letting them play. And in some ways, I really like that. All right, let's see. SGA's operating. He's trying to go. Oh, he does a step back 3 again, and he's short once again. That's not good shot selection. That's not good working the ball around with your teammates. I don't like that little step back. Let 55 have the folly of doing that, but don't do it yourself. Good to see Powell back in the game all patched up. Yeah. Let's go, Canada. It's only a 7-point lead right now. Let's build this lead. 5 minutes to go in the third. We'd like to get a double-digit win today. Definitely a win today, but a double-digit win of some sort would be great. 13-point win, like Cowboys said, would be fantastic. All right, good defense, no fouls. They deflected it, but they're still going to say it's off Canada. Nickel hitting it out of bounds. It's too bad. Cool Cat saying they stopped moving the ball again. Yeah, I don't like Canada not moving the ball. That's not the way to play Team Canada on offense. No, sir. Isolation, NBA, basketball, superstar basketball, it may work in the NBA because the referees are in cahoots, but not in FIBA. All right, 5-point lead because Latvia just scored again. Karats has got 11 points for them in this game so far. All right, let's see. Nickel operating, trying to get some penetration into the lane. He does a little spin around, loses the ball. Latvia collects it, and they're in transition, and Karats gets the transition layup. And Jordy is looking like he might want to call a play or a timeout. I don't know. Now it's only a 3-point lead for Canada, 55-52. 4:16 to go in the third. All right, Nickel. Once again, the point guard operating. That way, SGA can be off ball and maybe possibly gets the ball for scoring. Nickel's taking it himself, and he loses it again. The physicality of Latvia is not getting fouls called on them, and he's just losing the ball. Bertans in the corner misses. I'm glad Davis Bertans has not been a factor in this game in the least. This guy has not done nothing for them. Thank God. Nickel's hands slippery or what? It maybe seems like that. It does seem like that. I don't know if it's slippery or these guys are just hammering him. G's saying good point. This is why ISO ball is so huge in the NBA. Superstar calls allow for it and in fact encourage it. Yeah, the Jordan rules were the first step of it. Starting as preferential treatment for Michael Jordan back in the day, went on to preferential treatment for Kobe, went on to preferential treatment for LeBron. And then it became expected for like top players on teams, if the team was respected and the player was respected, that they would really get fed in a lot of ways by the NBA refs at the free throw line. We see it with Joel Embiid. They kind of manufactured his legend partly at the free throw line. James Harden, another one. So, yeah, I have no respect for that kind of style of play. In some ways, I really love the FIBA style because it is more pure basketball than the NBA. All right, let's see. RJ's working, getting in the lane, dumps it off to Melvin, and he gets an easy layup. I love it. Are they going to allow continuation? Because the foul was on RJ. RJ was fouled, but I probably won't give him continuation to dump it off to Melvin for that easy layup. Yeah, that foul happened before the basket, so the points don't count, unfortunately. Skelly, and it's not even in shooting, so they're not taking free throws. So they're inbounding the ball again. Let's see. Another call. And what is it? Davis Bertans is happy. I guess he baited Melvin Ejim or Dwight Powell into a dumb foul and a turnover. Oh, it was Powell. So he's got 3 fouls now. So a little bit of foul trouble with some key Team Canada members, Dwight Powell and Dylan Brooks, with foul trouble right now. So Kelly's coming back into the game. All right, good defense. Look at that. Taps the ball right out of the hands of 55, but he gets it right back. Nickel on the ball. Let's go, Canada. Good defense. No fouls. A steal or a block would suffice. There's a really crazy up and under once again by Latvia, using the rim to get around Kelly Olynyk to protect the ball from getting blocked. All right, SGA has the ball at the top. He's got Kelly Olynyk. He's not using him, though. He's going to try and work by himself. He hits this one, though. A very, very talented guy. You know, in some ways, he can do some of that NBA stuff, and he'll be successful at this level. But that is not the best way to win in FIBA. Trust me, SGA. Do not be doing that against the U.S. Do not be doing that against Spain. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right, let's see. SGA gets the ball off a steal, and RJ's coming in transition. He gets hammered going up. He's going to the line. Rowan Barrett Jr. doing good stuff for Canada, up by 3, under 3 minutes to go in the third. Yeah, SGA in transition to RJ's should usually become a good thing, but 24 and Davis Bertans were there to kind of put up a wall for Latvia. Let's see. Fiercely saying, please move the ball, guys. No ISO plays. That's right. The other teams at FIBA World Cup play that style, and it's very fruitful. Now, if you can play that style and be supremely talented like Team Canada and USA are, then you're even better off. Trust me, you're very, very much better off. Canadian Dana is always putting the Canadian flag on blast. That's right. And Guardian Trends has got the ball out. RJ misses both the free throws. Not very professional looking there, RJ. Settle it down and make at least one. Come on now. Really, really crazy attempt to alley-oop by Latvia. That may have just showed you the differences in skill level right there. SGA with contact. He wants the foul. He's mad at the ref, but he's not going to get it. But he did make the shot. And that's important. 59-54. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third. 55 working at the top with Nickel on him. He's been the guy for them for the most of this game. Latvia's guy is 55. 24 has it now, back to 55. And around to, that looks like Karats. Karats trying to do some wild stuff, looking like a whirling dervish. But Kelly Olynyk fouled him. Let's see how many fouls Kelly has now. He only has 2. Thank God. Thank God. See, that's how smart he is. He'll draw fouls on everybody else, but then he's not getting fouls himself. And he's playing very physical and doing all kinds of things out there. But that's only his second foul in the third quarter. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, SGA, they're showing some of the ISO stuff he's been doing where he's been successful. And it does look very impressive. But in some ways, I don't like it. I really don't. You know, if you watch Slovenia with Luka Doncic, he's not doing that kind of ISO stuff mostly. In some ways, he's really working off his teammates to get open and hit those shots. Let's see. Dana's saying, let's go. That's right. Canada proud. Seymour Pape is here. Alberta is in the house. Calgary's in the house. We got Ottawa in the house. We got cross Canada representation. Tom Duke out in Victoria, British Columbia. The Raptor Freak family strong across our nation, and our team is strong also. 59-55. Latvia missing the second free throw by Karats. And now SGA goes right around them and down the lane. Easy layup. You see how close his hand gets to the rim when he puts that ball in? That's how you make it a high percentage shot. That hand being so close to the rim, you know it's going to go in. Really crazy off the side of the backboard shot by Davis Bertans, and it's collected by Melvin Ejim. SGA coming into the lane, and he's just throwing it up because he got hammered. And now he's going to go to the free throw line. Yeah, he's feeling a little frisky, I can tell. Jordy doesn't seem like he's too upset or sweating. Seems like things are pretty good. Country Kong's here. Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lex, Fournier was being dramatic. No one expected him, Rudy, and Batum to do anything. Also, the U.S. runner is right. I don't like that our champion banner says world champs. You know, in some ways, actually, it's kind of interesting that the Raptors can say world champs, because in some ways we're in Canada, and in some ways that makes it an international league. I get it. And I understand this whole debate, and it's been going on for years. This isn't a new debate. They've been talking about this since the 80s, about whether the NBA champion should be called the world champion. Well, you go and make the best league in the world with the highest, best talent in the world, and you tell me you can be the world champion then. In some ways, the NBA is the world champion of professional basketball, but the FIBA or the Olympic champion should be the champion of the world international play. So, or like, that kind of thing. So in some ways, I really do think it'd be smart maybe for team, for the NBA to get involved in a tournament during the summer where they actually have the champions of each of the major leagues in the world play against the NBA champion. And then we'll see who wins that. And then there will be no doubt. There will be no doubt. In some ways, Adam Silver could do something good with this and make it really seem like that. I mean, I won't argue. It does seem silly. But in some ways, a Toronto Raptors championship flag that says world champions doesn't look as bad as a Denver Nuggets championship flag that says world champions, because we're Canadian in an American league. And in some ways, that it benefits the international feel of it. All right, there's another basket by SGA. We're up by 10. He'd used the bank on that one. Good to see a Country Kong, by the way. Missed by Latvia. Kelly tips it out of bounds. It looks like they're going to keep the possession arrow on that end of the court, or no. No, they're coming back the other way, and Bertans is not happy. So Canada's got the ball. All right, I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah. France, it is a disappointment. Seriously. They were expected to win this whole thing. And for them to go out in the first round, Country Kong, is a huge disappointment. He sounds like he's being dramatic, but he's not. You've got to understand, the French fans really, really love FIBA competition in basketball, and they've been spoiled with a lot of success. So it's kind of like a team like the Warriors in the NBA, all of a sudden, like going out in the first round is really what this is like for France to lose in our group already. So it is. They're not poo pooing it. Like when Batum goes back to France, he's going to hear it from the fans. So we're done at the third quarter, and we're up by 10 now, 67-57. What a turn of events! Down by 10 at the end of the first, up by 1 at halftime, and now up by 10. It's awesome. Seymour saying NBA is world champions. The league is international. Yeah, I agree with this. And the best players from around the world come to play in the NBA. Because there's so many international players in the NBA, it really does kind of say this. I'm not going to say either side is right. In some ways, I see both sides of the argument. I wouldn't be upset if somebody said Spain is the world champions, because in some ways that's absolutely true. So I'd say whatever you feel like, it's free country, free world. Do what you're going to do. And if you want to say the Denver Nuggets are the world champions, or you want to say Spain's national team is the world champions, I won't argue with you anyway. Either way, in some ways, I want to see Spain play the Denver Nuggets. Put Team Spain. Maybe that's what you do. You take the NBA champion and you play them against the Olympic champion or the FIBA champion of that summer, whichever team is internationally the toughest, and you just play one game. You don't even have a tournament. You just have the national team against, and it's like bridging the gap between the amateur, like international play, and the professional leagues in the world. Now, some would say, well, we should have the Italian league champion play them. We should have the Spanish league champion play them, the Serbian league champion, champion from Australia involved, champions from Africa, champions from other parts in Asia and South America. That'd be another whole huge tournament. And in some ways, trying to get the different leagues together, like the NBA, the Spanish league, the Italian league, the Brazilian league, the Australian league, that may be hard to get them all jived up on the same schedule, because some of these leagues don't have the same time of year when they do the leagues. So there's a couple of different logistic problems for trying to make this happen. But I think they should try and investigate trying to make it happen. If at anything, have the FIBA World Cup champion play the Denver Nuggets. That would be fantastic. All right, we're back in action. Latvia is trying to work the ball around. We got Philip Scrubb in the game. We got Melvin Ejim. We got Nickel. The coach is very happy that they got an easy lay-in just now, and they cut the lead down to 8. All right, let's see. Nickel to Melvin. Melvin and Kelly Olynyk's in there with Dylan Brooks from the starting lineup. Meanwhile, it's Ejim, Nickel, and Scrubb from the bench. What a beautiful pass from Alexander Walker to Kelly Olynyk. Some of us forget that Alexander Walker has played with Kelly Olynyk quite extensively with the Utah Jazz. They were teammates on that team for a few years. So there is a connection between Nickel and Kelly Olynyk that we don't talk about at all, because there is a linkage between them on their years in Utah. Oh, man, what a misdirection and an easy layup by Latvia right there. You don't like seeing them getting these easy stuff inside. It seems like Latvia may have given up on their strategy to try and get open threes, and now they're trying to do misdirections in the lane and get cutting passes to easy layups. All right, let's see. Dylan Brooks working it around. Canada lost it for a second, but they recovered. Kelly's going to take a quick three, and he nails it. In your face, Latvia. That's right, in your face from Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, let's go. David Saborn saying, yes, sir. He absolutely did go bonkers. Yes, sir, he did. MSG's here. MSJ's here. Good to see Chris. Always good to see Chris, our good mug brother friend. Hey, all. And Dana's saying hi to him. Kelly O Canada. That's right. I love it, G. I love that statement. Kelly O Canada. They miss, and Dylan Brooks has got the rebound coming back the other way. He's fouled by Zorix. Zorix. Yeah, very interesting name. Let's see. MSJ saying a World Cup of basketball is coming. Dana. Ooh, the World Cup of Canada winning it. I love it. David Saborn's putting Messiah on blast. I like that. Guardian Transit saying we have a lot of America teams moving on. Yeah, there's a few already that are unfortunate. At least 2 are eliminated already, at least out of the 7. So Mexico and Venezuela are already eliminated, with Puerto Rico having the possibility of being eliminated also tomorrow. So we'll have to see how Puerto Rico does in their game. They could get eliminated in the first round still, even though they won a game already. So yeah, America, Canada, Dominican Republic, and Brazil are through. And now we'll see what happens with Puerto Rico tomorrow. All right, let's see. Olynyk guards the post, and they kick it back out, and there's a long three, and Latvia has missed it. But there's a whistle. And what is the whistle? They're going to give them another shot. It looks like Melvin Ejim might have gotten a foul just now. They're going to keep the ball at that end for Latvia to get another chance. 75-61. Canada up by 14. This is good. The lead is growing. This is what we wanted to see. Fiercely saying, oh, yes, in your face. That's right, Kelly Olynyk. Get that three. Make it right in the Latvian player's face. All right, inbounds ball. 66 operating at the top with Dylan Brooks guarding him. Let's see. He's trying to dance around. They try to entry pass. Dylan broke it up. And now we've got Melvin Ejim coming the other way. He throws it over to Phil Scrubb, who takes a crazy three and nails it. Philip Scrubb hitting a three against Latvia. I love it. 78-61. Kelly's yelling right now. I love to see the fiery energy from Kelly Olynyk, captain of Team Canada, being very successful once again today with good stuff happening in the second half. Phil Scrubb, deep. Love to see the Scrub get off this pine and hit some threes for us. I love seeing that. Yeah. MSJ saying been busting my butt, redoing a cottage kitchen, been following FIBA and loving this team. There you go. I love it, Chris. Yes. How can you not love Team Canada right now? If you're Canadian, you love basketball. The games are so early in the morning. The mainstream is not really getting on this. And this is the fault of Rogers, is that, we should be putting this stuff on blast like crazy. When we win this World Cup, then everybody will be like, holy shit, I wish I'd watched Canada do this tournament. They'll all wish that they've been along for the ride like we are right now, because they'll be like, holy crap, this is the coming out party for Canada in the international stage of FIBA basketball for their men's national senior team. And the rest of Canada is sleeping. They're sleeping in. They're literally sleeping while this stuff is going on right now. Well, y'all sleep. The Raptor Freak family is on it, and we're enjoying the fun and watching Captain Kelly and the crew coming out there and kicking some butt. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. There's Nate Bjorngren pointing at Kelly Olynyk. That's the dude. Jordy is saying, all right, get them hyped for the stretch run here, Jordy. So we finish this game up nice with a big margin of victory. It looks like Zach has got his warm-ups off, so he may be coming in this game. We'll have to see if Zach Edey is in the plans for the end of the game here. In some ways, if we get a good lead, it may be smart to put him out there for a defensive stopper right underneath the basket to really stop them. All right, we're back on action, 78-61. Canada now with a 17-point lead. You love it. You love it. You love it. 7 minutes to go in the game. Kelly Olynyk has the ball. He's doing some crazy fancy dribbling for a center. Phil Scrubb back to Olynyk, who takes the fake, and then he passes it to Latvia, right in the middle of two Latvian players. Misreading things with Melvin Ejim, unfortunately. All right, let's see. Back out. They're going to get an open three here, and they missed it. Thank God. And there's no call. So now we're just slowing it down. Melvin collects the ball, gives it to Nickel. 6.5 to go. In some ways, Canada can really kind of slow down and kind of be smart, but also in some ways they want to keep the foot on the gas and make sure they keep scoring. Look at Olynyk getting in the middle. He's not giving up. He gets a second chance. He's hammered out on the foul line by Kuratz. Kuratz does not like Kelly. He won't shake his hand. He doesn't want his help to get up. What a jerk. Rodrines Kuratz. Come on now. And it is a foul on you, Kuratz. Yeah, who was that masked man who played for Raptors in Summer League 2 summers ago? It was Kuratz. And I think he beat up his girlfriend. That was the thing we didn't like about him. He beat up his girlfriend once, and we're like, we can't have him on this team. But now he's on Latvia, and he just fouled Kelly. He didn't like it. And poor sportsmanship. You didn't take Kelly's hand to help you up? Yeah, that's on you, bro. That's on you, man. 78-61, 17-point lead for Canada. The lady ref is getting a clarification from the scorekeepers, the timekeepers. Good stuff. Thumbs up. We're all ready to go. Good stuff. Let's go then. Yeah. All right. Inbounding the ball. We got SGA underneath the basket, throwing it into Kelly Olynyk. Kelly Olynyk works it across. And RJ coming right down the lane with a head of steam and laying it up off the glass, going around his defender easily. 80-61, almost a 20-point lead at this point. Good defense, Canada. Let's hold them down and let's build this lead. That maple syrup needs to be thick. That's right. We want that 100% Canadian maple syrup win. Oh, Dylan Brooks getting the passing lane. He throws it to RJ, who kind of muscles it up. He's fouled hard by 55, so he'll go to the line. Really, really good stuff by Canada at this point. Yeah, let's see. Fiercely saying Kelly O is feeling it. I love that. MSJ saying, anyone have the link to the game? Sorry to be a bother. It's on Sportsnet. It's also on Courtside. Hang on just a sec. Hang on just a sec, Chris. I don't want to. Let me see. Where is it here? All right, there you, Chris. It's at the bottom. Let's see. Lead is increasing good, looking good. Guardian Transit. G saying it's raining threes. I love that. Let's see. What comment did I miss of yours, Monique? Canada making Latvia look silly. Love it. Yeah, I saw that now. Seymour saying NBA is world champions. The league is international. I did read that. Monique, I'm sorry if I skipped over your comment just for a second. I didn't mean to do that. Wayne's got the eye. Guardian Transit is saying, must be confident we have scrubs in the game. Laugh out loud. Dana's saying, Mo, they do look silly. Yeah, sorry. I'm jumping back and forth and I don't have a placeholder. So if I do not read everything, I will come back and just let me know. I'll read it still. You know I will. My apologies. All right, here we go. I'm trying to fix my screen because I had to do something to help Chris. And there we go. All right. Another technical. Nice. Yeah. And Fiercely saying, great sportsmanship, Karats. I'm being sarcastic. Yeah, he was being a little B for not taking his hand. 61-81. Canada up by 20. And there's a steal by Nickel. He knocked it loose for a second. Now he's falling all over the place. 55 looks absolutely exhausted. He'll take Kelly's hand to help him up. He's got good sportsmanship. Wayne's saying it's great when players can execute the coach's intentions. Scrub is the epitome of a player knowing and doing his job. Yeah, he's been on this team for a while, and he's a veteran of FIBA play. And in some ways, he's very valuable for this team. Very, very much so. Dwight Powell coming back in the game. Dana's saying, geez, we're up by 20. Yeah, we're up by 20 all of a sudden. You blink your eyes, and all of a sudden, Canada's up by 20. You know, it could start a certain way, but it won't end that way. Trust me. Too talented, too good defensively. And once we get our stuff together, we'll be all right. 3-pointers made, though, by Latvia real quick here with 5 minutes to go in the game. 81-64. Too little, too late, Latvia. Yeah, it's going to be too little, too late. Watch. SGA working in the lane. He looked like he kind of traveled with his palming of the ball there, but he didn't get anything called on him, and he ended up getting it saved by Nickel so he could continue. Look, that's why I don't like the isolation stuff. Karach just stripped the ball, and Powell's taking a crazy three. This is why he doesn't take threes. We just learned why Powell does not shoot threes. He had to take one because the shot clock was running out, and he hit the top of the backboard. That was crazy. Guardian Transit saying, smelling a 3-0 first round and lots of plus points. Yeah, our point differential is looking real, real good. Out of all the teams in this competition, we are looking real, real good with the point differentials. All right, what is going on here? All right, Fiercely saying, slowly by slowly, we're breaking them. Yep. G saying, credit to the Latvian fans. They are passionate. Yeah, I love seeing the international fans from all around the world being at these games in Japan, Philippines, and Indonesia. It's good for the economies of these cities and countries for having international tourists come to visit these places to watch their national teams play. It's very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Yeah. Geomad's here. Good to see Geomad. Hello, everyone. I just came in to say hi. I will watch the game tonight on DVR. I cannot stay long due to work. I hope everyone will have a great day. Ciao. Let's go, Canada. You go, Geomad. No swearing Sundays. Yeah, well, I hope you have a good day at work. And just so you know right now, Canada has got this game in a good place in the fourth quarter with 4.5 to go. 81-65. Yeah, always good to see Rap the Freak Geomad check in and say hi. Fiercely saying, oh, wow, Dwight Powell shooting. Yeah, that was really bad three. Yeah, he does not need to be shooting threes. Laugh out loud. It's really funny. All right, SGA working with at the top with his cousin Nickel. RJ has got the ball at the moment. Now back to SGA. Dwight Powell's trying to play a pass rusher to help him. A rush blocker. But yeah, they make it. A nice little tip in there by Nickel. 14 points for him, shooting 4 of 10. 84-66 Canada. Yeah, just up by 18. 4:13 to go in the game. Country Kong saying, Lex, you're getting more tech savvy by the day. I mentioned it before, but there's a way to highlight comments on your screen. It can prevent you from losing your spot. All right, this is something I may need to look at more. Like maybe I pin the message. Is that what I do? Country Kong, I appreciate you giving me the compliment. Some ways I still feel like I'm floundering, floundering in the technical weirdness of the world today. But I appreciate those words of encouragement that I seem like I'm getting more tech savvy little by little. I may not know because I'm presently sitting in it, but I appreciate that. I'm sure if we went back to the very beginning of this channel, there would be huge changes in how I'm doing things as far as whether I'm getting better technically. I do really very much appreciate that comment. All right, I don't know why that's not letting me do that. I want to do something about that comment, but it won't let me. All right, let's see. All right, back on the game. 66 is working the ball around. We're up by 20, 86 to 66. And he muscles in a shot. It looks like he's going to get a free throw. So it's a 3-point play for 66 for Latvia. Yeah, that's too bad. Dwight was just off on his defense there. But man, SGA looking really electric in the last quarter here with some of his nice shots. Very, very good. Wayne, let's see. MSJ saying Team Canada's defense has been great. Dana saying it's getting rough now. SGA has 27 points. That's awesome. That's very, very good. Powell with his 4th foul just now. Wayne Strainer saying Chef's take on Canada beating Lebanon by 55 was hilarious. Yeah, I keep hearing this, Wayne Strainer, that NBA Chef's been on fire with his coverage of Team Canada, and he's really getting behind loving doing his thing for the Canada dominance. He really does get going verbally in a funny way with his enthusiasm. And especially if he's rooting for a juggernaut like Canada, it's doing crazy stuff. He can say some really funny things. I'm sure he's been gold in the past few days. I love it. I love it. NBA Chef, you go and do your thing, man. All right, Bertan's taking a crazy 3 in the corner. He's been absolute garbage for Latvia this game. No help from the Bertans brothers today. That's for sure. Dylan Brooks with a nice little dribble over the Latvian fans are feeling dejected and sad. They're understanding they're bound to lose to the Canadian team. The maple syrup is thick at this point, 88 to 69, 2.5 to go in the game. 66 takes a quick 3 over Dwight Powell. Not a very good shot with that guy right in your hand. You ain't gonna make that, bro. Come on, man. Why are you trying to do that? What are you trying to do? G saying Canada utilized the mid-range game. Amazing adjustments by Jordy. Yeah, totally. They switched things around. They adjusted for sure because Latvia was very successful in the middle of the game, at the beginning of the game. RJ getting a basket there, 90 to 69. Very fantastic stuff. Canada up by 21 now. RJ with the hands in his face. He still makes it. I love it. Kareem Thomas is here. Good to see dunk champion, dunk leader. Kareem Thomas is here right now. I was on here almost an hour ago, and Canada was down by 12. Now we're up by 20. Oh, gee, oh, my. Yeah, no lie, Kareem Thomas. We are a dangerous team. You will not be able to count us out right up until the end of the buzzer. You're going to have to really beat us because we're going to come back and break you open at some point. In some ways, that's the fun for Jordi Fernandez. Such talented players on his team. He can be very creative about the adjustments and how to change things to make things better for Canada. I think that's something like that. Dana's saying the kid in the crowd looks like he wants to cry. Yeah, the little Latvian kid looked like he did want to cry. He could be a son of one of the players. Who knows? David's saying he's got one of the best mid-range jumpers in the league. He's got a. You're talking about SGA and RJ? Yeah. Fiercely saying, ooh, Canada, fire. That's right. MSJ saying this team has superior firepower. Wow, making it look too easy. And Wayne Strainer saying, are we the only cohort who were hot for Canada? These wins are no surprise for us Raptor freaks. I don't know. Like, I'm wondering how many people are getting into this. And other Raptors groups I'm in, I'm not hearing them talk about Team Canada too much. I see them kind of sleeping on it. So who knows? All right, they're inbound the ball. Latvia is coming back with 2 minutes to go to bring the ball up the court, and they're going to lose. So let's see. SGA is guarding the ball handler. RJ is now on the ball handler, and now Dwight is on the ball handler, number 21. They're trying to work it around, trying to get the open shot. They passed it, and they threw it out of bounds. No bailout foul for you. It is Canada's possession. Under 2 minutes to go, 1:59 on the clock, and Canada will get their third victory in Group H, and they will be the winner of Group H, 3-0, defeating the undefeated Latvia today. It's about to happen, y'all. I don't see them winning this game, Latvia at this point. Canada's all the way, baby. SGA doing a little step back three, and it's an air ball. It looked pretty, but a very bad shot. RJ now working. Let's see if he does the same thing. He does a little crossover, and he makes the three. His positioning was closer to the three-point line, and he had a really nice crossover that kind of threw the defender off, and then boom, he nails the three. See, we didn't even use our premium overpowering talent stuff like that RJ shot we just saw to beat them. In some ways, we're not really at our fullest capability of power. That kid is definitely crying. You see that kid's with glassy eyes. Here you go, kid. Here's a tissue for you because you got to cry. There you go, kid. 93-72. Minute 22 to go. SGA's sitting for the game now. Philip Scrubb back in the game. I don't think we're going to see Zach. He's still sitting over there. Nikel coming up the court. Let's see if we can keep this lead at least 20 or more. I'd like to see that for sure. Nikel dribbling to Phil Scrubb. Phil Scrubb's trying to do stuff. 21's really bugging him, but Phil keeps the dribble. He throws it over to RJ for a wide open three, and he nails it. He nails that. It's such a beautiful shot. RJ's feeling it right at the end of the game. All of a sudden, Roland Barrett Jr. is showing up big time at the end of the game. 22 points for him. Love to see that. So we're getting two 20-point scores between RJ and SGA today. There's Bertans in the corner. He nails that one. That's the first three he's hit all day, I think, honestly. 96-75. Canada up by 21 still. Yeah, I think that is the first three that Davis Bertans has hit this game. Oh, there's Zach. Zach did make it in. There's Zach. 51 seconds to go. Big Zach is in. So is Kyle Alexander. Looks like we're bringing in the end of the bench to finish up the game because this game is done, baby. Get out the salami and cheese, baby, like Chuck Swirsky would say. This one's over. Yes, Swirsky. That is right. Trey Bell Haynes in there also. Nikel shoots it, doesn't make it, but Zach pushes the Latvian player out of the way and gets a rebound and gets an easy layup for a score in this game. I love seeing Zach Edey get on the scoreboard really quickly right away in the game. Look at how big he is. Like, you can't do nothing against him. They're going to dry him out and have Phil Scrubb just strip him anyway. Trey Bell Haynes recovering the loose ball. Coming back the other way, Bell Haynes, and he loses it. He kind of got fouled by Bertans. You hit that out. Don't act like you didn't, Davis. Yeah, you can go ahead and be upset. Go on, be upset, Davis Bertans. Come on now. Oh, it's so fun. I love it. Oh, Canada, we're going to win again today. Trey Bell Haynes inbounding it okay. Throws it all the way up to the top to Zach. Zach gives the ball back to Trey as he comes up. He's going to give him the screen. No, he's calling him off. They're going to run the clock down. It really is no differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It looks like Canada's about to win this, and they don't really need to do much. There's Kyle Alexander for three. He nails it right at the end. Kyle Alexander hitting the three. Look at the happy Canada fans cheering it on. 101-75. Final score. Canada wins by 26. Wow. We ended up winning this game by 26 after being down by 10 after the first quarter, up by 1 at the half, up by 10 at the third, and then at the very end, up by 26 at the end. Go Canada. So proud of Team Canada once again winning Group H, being 3-0 in the first round of FIBA World Cup 2023. Bring on Spain. Bring on Brazil. Bring on Latvia again. Yeah, we may have to play Latvia again very soon. So we'll see how this all shapes out with the scheduling and when the next watch along will be. Whatever game, whoever we're playing, whatever time. I don't care what time it is. It could be 5:30 in the morning. I will be up and I will be watching along the game for sure. So just so you know. All right, let me see. I'll catch up on the comments and we'll do the Raptors Instagram check. Look at the lady with the Canadian flag. So proud. Canada in the court doing their team dap at the end, getting that team spirit up. Good job. Kelly having some passionate words for his teammates. And the really, really good stuff. An impressive win today. When they weren't really their sharpest, they had it come back at the end. They're clapping for the crowd. I love seeing that. They're clapping for the Indonesian crowd. I'm not sure where they'll play the rest of their games now because they'll be moving to a different location for the next round. So it may not be in Indonesia for the next part. There it is officially. Canada at the top of Group H, 3-0. Latvia 2-1 will advance also still, even in the loss today. So don't hang your heads too much, Latvian kids crying. You guys are still going on, so don't be so sad. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Don't be so sad. You can get still play. Yeah, Dort is hurt. He's got like a little nagging injury. He's not hurt for the tournament, but he is hurt for right now, MSJ. So just to clarify what you're saying there. All right, let me get back on the comments and make sure that I don't miss what you guys have been saying. I know there was a fire barrage of a lot of comments right at the end of the game, so I want to make sure I get them all. Trevor J saying shake and bake by SGA. He dropped them. That was a nice moment. Dana saying the kid in the crowd looks like he wants to cry. There was definitely one crying. David saying he's got one of the best mid-range jumpers. I did read that one. Fiercey saying, ooh, Canada. Let's see. I read those two there also. Let's see. G saying RJ just completely deflated them. Yeah, he destroyed them at the end. SGA kind of set them up, and then RJ knocked them down. MSJ saying at Wayne, I was worried about worried over our size, but hey, we can shoot like mad, and the size issue seems to be no big deal. You know, in some ways, our guys are really strong and quick. That makes up for any side differentials in height. And in some ways, our guys are deceivingly strong. Like SGA may be skinny and long, but he is a very strong person also. It's really crazy. Blackhawk saying, yes, the kid wants to cry. Yeah, he's just a little Latvian kid, a little teary-eyed there. Top saying, we dug in hard and pulled through to tie it up. That was key. So far, Kelly O is the MVP of this tournament to me. I would still like to have seen Andrew Wiggins here to sub in to add more scoring. Well, I think if Wiggins had been playing, he would be starting. Honestly, he may be starting over Dylan Brooks if he was actually playing right now. But yeah, I can't disagree that Kelly Olynyk in some ways has been the major glue guy for Team Canada and their success. Dana's laughing like crazy. I always love to see Dana rolling on the floor laughing her ass off. Yeah, I always like seeing that. Guardian saying Jordy's great at making adjustments during the game. Solid coach. Yes, great opinion on that, Guardian Transit. I won't disagree with it. Jordy Fernandez has been huge as the coach also. And you can really tell his style. In some ways, the contrast between him and Nick Nurse is showing through in a lot of different ways, even at this Team Canada level. Because I've seen Nick Nurse coach Team Canada. In some ways, it's a little bit jankier and weirder. SGA is getting the after game interview. He's smiling real big and just real calm and cool, collected. I love it. Black Hawk is laughing. Evelyn's laughing. Country Kong is laughing. I love to see all of y'all joyously laughing. Mo's saying 30 plus people watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Monique, for the advertisement. G saying Bertans is very punchable. Yes. He's even got, like, not only does he have that Michael Grange kind of punchability, but he has that like Malachi from the Children of the Corn kind of like red hair kind of look that's kind of scary. Like I think he looks like he could have been on Children of the Corn as a kid, as one of the like side kids with the Malachi character, like standing the side, like in overalls, looking like a farmer kid, like he's scary, like a Children of the Corn. Yeah, a little bit like a grown up Children of the Corn. Davis Bertans. Yeah, I could say that. Dana saying, go Canada. Yeah, I love that. Blackhawks saying Bertans is being a spoiled sport. Yeah, in some ways, for sure. 26-point lead is beautiful. David saying absolutely laid the beat down on him. I love that. Dana saying, I just told NBA Chef we violated a Latvia. I'm sure he's going to tell us right back exactly how we did it, too, in very descriptive detail. Yeah, I'm sure he will. David's laughing about it. Let's see. Blackhawk saying, all right, Dana. Chev's already on it. I'm sure he's already recording, and he's laughing his ass off, and he's saying some crazy out-of-pocket stuff, I'm sure. Top saying, it's crazy. Nickel has been amazing, too. Him and Kelly O helped turn this game around in the first half when we looked shaky. Yeah, in some ways, like if SGA and RJ are not doing it offensively, they look a little shaky. It's more likely we're going to get back into the game with the grunt work, the dirty work of a Dwight Powell, of a Dylan Brooks, of a Kelly Olynyk, of a Nickel Alexander Walker. In some ways, RJ and SGA are a little one-dimensional in some ways. I mean, SGA does do a lot, like passing and steals and stuff. But in some ways, they're not as complete in certain ways as some of the other guys on the team. And we're kind of valuing them more in some ways because of that. Evelyn's got the heart up and the 26-point lead. I love it, Evelyn. I love it so much. G-San, I agree, top. Kelly O is my MVP. Amazing glue guy. Captain, leader, and doing all kinds of good glue guy stuff. MSJ is saying also here, imagine Murray on this team in the future. Laugh out loud. This team would be just even more unbeatable. Yeah, Murray would have been an interesting piece on this. It wouldn't have been fair. Well, if we get really far and we have trouble with US or some other team somewhere like Australia or Germany, well, we may be like, man, we wish we had Jamal Murray. But in some ways, I'm like kind of glad that it's not too overwhelming with superstars. They're going to call for the ball. In some ways, it's kind of like SGA and RJ are enough as a one and a two for those kind of things. And maybe Jamal would just make it even more muddied with that in some ways. Now, Jamal can do other things on the court that can help us too, but he is primarily just a scorer. So in some ways, it really comes in the same real estate, what Jamal Murray would be doing as SGA and RJ are doing for this team. Blackhawks saying, okay, we need to trade for SGA. Pair SGA with Pascal and Scotty. I mean, I understand why people really lust for SGA in the Toronto Raptors jersey. I do too in some ways, but all within its good time and what is supposed to happen naturally. We should not want him to be on this team at the detriment of selling the farm for him. And also, listen, Sam Presti's a hard ass. The best way we'll get SGA is if he becomes a free agent and he makes his own choice. It's not going to be through trade. So, in some ways, the only way we're going to get SGA is when he has the freedom as a free agent to decide what his destination will be. And we cannot count on the Thunder to trade him any which way, anywhere. So when he gets tired of losing in Oklahoma City, yeah, he'll probably leave and maybe he'll choose us. I don't know. Maybe not. Well, maybe not. But I don't mind the idea of him in a Raptors jersey. I do not at all. Guardian Transit saying, can't wait to hear ESPN comments moving forward. Could we possibly get a USA Canada final? 100%. This is the way it would be set up. In some ways, they see this tournament in a way so that they hope that it could be possibly that outcome, because that is a huge marquee matchup. And they are the two most loaded with NBA player teams, other than Australia. They have a lot of NBA players also. But yeah, we have the most NBA players, the US and Canada. So that is a marquee matchup that FIBA would love to be the finals of the World Cup. USA versus Canada. And that's the way it would work out because they're on the exact opposite of the bracket. If we see USA, it will be in the finals. Trust me, guys. Country Kong saying, yes, Swirsky, Scotty. Chuck Swirsky, Scotty. I love that, Country Kong. I'm giving you a dunk for making a fun little rhyme with Swirsky and Scotty. Very, very cool stuff. Trevor J saying next game is Friday. That's what you're hearing already, Trevor J? That the next game will be on Friday. All right, we'll be ready for it. Hopefully it'll be around 9:30 and not 5:30. G is saying, I love how proud these guys are winning and playing for Canada. I do too. Top of Top saying, there's been times when Kelly O has been available and we didn't pick him up. That's the type of shooting, but gritty, tough, big. I would package Boucher and Thad for it. Just love his calming attitude. In some ways, we can't do woulda, coulda, shoulda with Kelly Olynyk. In some ways, his journey as a basketball player has gotten him to this point where he is the product he is today. And in years past, he may not have been as complete as he is at this point. So we can't just say we dropped the ball at not getting Kelly at different times because Kelly is the player he is presently right now than it wasn't this player maybe 2 years ago or even a year ago. So he's in a really different place. And also in some ways, Kelly's value is up in FIBA environments. And in the NBA, it's not as big anymore. He's conducive, like really his game's conducive to the FIBA rules more than the NBA rules in some ways. So his value is a little overinflated in this tournament, partly because in the FIBA ecosystem, he looks way better. Let's just put it that way. Now you watch him next year for Utah, and he won't look as solid or get as much minutes and be as big a part of the rotation for the Jazz. Watch. That's just a difference. So it's a FIBA versus NBA style of play thing. Let's see. David's saying just missing number 25, and we're all set. He wants Boucher on Team Canada. I'm with you on that. Fiercely saying Nick Nurse should take notes when and how to make adjustments. Jordy demonstrates efficiency. We're so lucky to have him. Yeah, I don't know. Let Nick Nurse just be Nick Nurse, and he's going to live his life, and he'll learn his lessons on his own. David's saying all the coaches should take notes. NBA in-game adjustments just don't seem to happen. Yeah, it's an interesting time in the NBA. Maybe there will be a new kind of thing that happens in this the NBA from the international experiences of some of these top players. Maybe they try and do more FIBA style play. Maybe there'll be more team oriented play in the NBA in the years to come. I won't be upset about that. In fact, I'll be very happy if the NBA becomes a little bit more like FIBA in the time to come. So they got a graphic on the TV saying that Mexico and Venezuela have been eliminated. And as I said, Puerto Rico's on the bubble. Brazil's going to get through. U.S. is going to get through. Dominican's already through, and Canada's already through. So it's really, let's kind of hope that Puerto Rico is unsuccessful and loses tomorrow, and there'll be less competition dropping out, and we'll have more of a chance for Canada for sure to win that second or first bid to be in the France Olympics, in the Summer Olympics next year. Very, very important. G saying, good point. Powell and Brooks have so much low key impact. Yes, a lot of the physicality on that court is from our side of things is coming from them. Dylan's very physical. Dwight's very physical. And if Germany's going to be physical, if Latvia is going to be physical, if Spain's going to be physical, these are the guys who got to match that physicality. Brooks and Powell. Yeah, they're two of them. Country Kong saying Jordy looks like the coach with the most. Yeah, the coach with the most. I like that. Dana's saying fiercely, I don't want Nick Nurse taking notes. Then he might actually do some adjustments. We want him to just coach the way he coached the Raptors last year with dysfunction and cloudiness and maybe not being the best leader. And the Sixers will just look like a horrible dumpster fire burning out of control. Totally with that. Mo's saying Lex and Freaks, just imagine Canada versus Germany in the FIBA finals. Yeah, I don't know how it would line up. If they may be on the side with us in the second part of the tournament, if they're in a later group, they're more likely to see us before the finals. But who knows? We may get another chance to play against Germany, and it'll be the rubber match. We beat them once. They beat us once. We beat them in the DBB Super Cup finals, and they haven't forgotten about that. So, yeah, Dennis and those guys will want to have another game against Canada to try and right a loss to us when they didn't really want to lose. RJ's getting interviewed now. I'd love to see RJ Barrett getting interviewed after the game. G saying Dennis, Scotty, and Pascal will all bring the ball down the court. I think it will look similar in style to what we see with Team Canada. That'd be interesting. Yeah, and Fiercey's agreeing with Dana. All right, let me go do the Instagram check for you guys real quick. We're going to start off with Dennis Schroeder since we're just talking about Germany. And the kids were playing in the arcade in the last 24 hours in Japan. And Junior Schroeder is playing a boxing game, and they've got the Rocky theme playing over it. And he's like, dun, 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 dun. And he's just punching the hell out of this boxing game. So go check out the Junior Schroeder content on Dennis Schroeder's Instagram. And there's a nice picture of the three of them together, Ellen and his two oldest kids at a dinner table with some of the prizes they won from the carnival machines in Japan that the little kids were playing. Dennis's son and daughter there. And of course, there's a third child, but that is not in the picture. But we see Ellen there also. So nice to see the family. Dennis is working in the back before their game today against, I forget who they played today. They played Finland. They beat their ass. And he's getting stretched and worked out. And then they won. And he's celebrating another great German victory. Dennis Schroeder, very, very proud of the German team going 3-0 and winning their group. Zach Eddy has a very cool clip on his Instagram right now of him taking pictures of the FIBA team on his camera. So his pictures of all his teammates and stuff. Really cool to see Zach on the FIBA official account and then his own. DeMar DeRozan is posting a thing that says, and if I die here, he's posting some comments. You know, that game between Montenegro and Lithuania earlier was a game that DeMar was probably very interested in, partly because two of his friends were on both the teams. Of course, Nikola Vucevic, his current teammate for the Chicago Bulls, and former USC teammate in college also. And then, of course, his old friend from the Raptors, Jonas Valanciunas, playing for Lithuania. Well, we can say that Lithuania has overcome Montenegro in their game today by 20 points. 91-71 was the final in that game. So Lithuania winning Group D as the top dog, 3-0 in Group D for today. Fantastic stuff. All right, let's see. Grady Dick is out golfing, y'all, in a Kansas shirt, and he has a really good swing. I'm going to say this right now. Watching Grady swing on the golf course in Kansas right now, he has a picture-perfect form, and he really got that ball to move. So go check out Grady's golfing skills on his Instagram stories right now. Very picture-perfect swing. I'm not lying. He had a really nice time this weekend at Rally House in Kansas, and then he was cruising around last night in the car listening to Destiny's Child. He's listening to the song Dangerously in Love. And I guess he loves Destiny's Child. So Grady's all about cruising at night, listening to Destiny's Child in his car in Kansas. Yes, sir, Scotty. As I said, has got a poll up on his Instagram stories asking, does this look like me? Yes or no? His portrait in NBA 2K24. It's weird because his teeth are like really big, kind of like how he just got them done. And these all teeth, but he's not looking like he's smiling. It's a really weird facial expression by Scotty on his picture on NBA 2K24. So I don't know, Scott. It does look like you, but it's not the most flattering facial expression. Maybe that's what I should say about that. Mr. New York City has got on blast on his thing. He's saying God's timing might be sooner than you think. Be ready. So maybe he's thinking he may get thrown to the fire in the NBA in his career right off the bat. So he's saying God's timing might be sooner than you think. Be ready. He's also saying he really loves this lifestyle of being in the NBA. He's getting a rush from this lifestyle, is what he's saying. Riding around on private jets and meeting wheelers and dealers, really smart businessmen, and learning the NBA life. Marquise Noel has had a life change since signing a two-way contract with the Toronto Raptors. So he's very excited about that. Thad Young has got something going on, master plan in the works with his sons. He's on the computer. They're looking at something. They got something in schemes and ideas coming up. And Mrs. Young is putting them on blast too for it. So I love it. The Youngs have something coming down the pipe. So be ready for it. We see your boy Scotty working out on Brian Macon's Instagram stories. He's also reposting it. We see some nice side step threes in the corner. Scotty shooting a nice form with his three these days. So hopefully it translates to the NBA season this year with his 3-point field goal percentage. And nobody's going to be leaving him out there and him being a detriment to the Raptors offense because they're like, we'll dare you to shoot, Scott, because we don't think you're going to make it. Make them this year. Make them pay for leaving you, Scott. You can do that. Pascal is in Cameroon. He is at his skills academy. Pascal Siakam Skills Academy in full effect in Cameroon right now. So many smiles, so many people so happy to be there with the great Pascal. You could tell some of these kids are a little nervous around Pascal when they interact with him in these drills and stuff. He's literally out there doing the drills with them. We see pictures of Christian Siakam being there also coaching and just really good stuff. Siakam, you are a badass. I love your logo. I love that you're doing the skills camp. It's so important. The fact that you, Masai, Precious, Jama, all y'all go over there and do this stuff is so important and amazing. You guys have different camps. Giants of Africa, the What If Unlimited, the Pascal Siakam Skills Camp. So much good developing and good stuff, good reaching out and getting to the youth in Africa and different places and giving them opportunities to dream and maybe get somewhere like they did before. So I just can't say enough about what Siakam is doing over there. It looks like he's with one of his brothers in one of the pictures. It's not Siakam, it's not Christian. He has a few brothers, I know that, but that looks like his brother in one of the pictures. And I love the Pascal Siakam logo with the Cameroon colors of the shirts that some of the campers are wearing. The 43 with the PS all over the place in these pictures is beautiful. And I just love that Pascal Siakam Skills Academy is in full effect over in Cameroon right now, giving back. I love seeing Siakam really getting engaged with the campers, like directly, like very much coaching them himself and hands-on and being there with them. So that means so much. These kind of things, these people will always remember this memory that Siakam came and taught me how to play basketball. And that could be the next Raptor in like 20 years from now that's showing up, or 15 or 10 years. 10 years, I should say 10 years. So really good footage on Pascal's Instagram stories of his camp going on over there. I love it. FanFest is going to be going on for Raptors 905, y'all. September the 16th, 2023. It's going to run from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Churchill Meadows. It's a free event, and it looks like Superfan Nav will be there. So if you want to go to the Raptors 905 FanFest, Churchill Meadows, September the 16th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Make your plans. You got to register, apparently. It's a basketball skills and drills camp, and there'll be giveaways, prizes, and food, and special guest appearances. So it looks like it may be a very fun event for people to go to. Malachi Flynn's camp went sensationally last weekend. I love to see it. And they're showing he's got a highlight reel of him doing good stuff on the court in a Raptors jersey also on his Instagram stories right now. So, yeah, putting on a dope camp and giving back to the community. That's what Malachi Flynn was doing last weekend. Now, Chris Boucher's got funny Instagram stories right now. He's got a pencil sharpener on his Instagram stories. He's saying before Snapchat and Instagram, was around. This was where you showed off your shoes and outfit. Never forget where you came from. The pencil sharpener. That's where you'd be showing off your cool stuff. And then he's got some little girl singing karaoke, and the guy's saying, I want to sing. And she's saying, no, it's my turn. You got to wait your turn. Saying, no, excuse me. I'm singing right now. You wait your turn. I love that. And then he's got Paul George talking about the bubble and saying it was a prison. And then saying that that they told everybody that they're going to be able to go to Disney World. They're going to be able to golf on all the golf courses. But none of that was true when they got there, and they felt like it was a prison. There's a bear on Chris Boucher's Instagram, and the baby little girl wants to pet it like it's a dog, and the parents grabbing the baby away, like right away. And then like Chris is saying, if he starts laughing like this little girl, please wrap up your story and go away because it's not a fake laugh. And he's got all kinds of funny stuff in his Instagrams as usual. There's something I want to talk about real quick. Chris has one story where he says, when the coworker hates you, needs your help. Now he's posted this twice now. I, reading into this too deeply, is thinking there's somebody on the team that doesn't get along with Chris, who actually hates Chris, and that would be asking him for help like this. And I'm trying to determine who this would be. And I was really giving it a good deep thought this morning. And I was thinking, all right, I know it's not in the really older players. Him and Pascal are very, very close with their teacup ritual. I know it's not OG because he's very much talked about how close him and OG are. I know it's not Scotty because they are very close online and they are very cool with each other. So I'm trying to go through the team and figure it out. It's not Malachi because Malachi and him bonded through the bubble experience and also being in Tampa and having to be the man during the COVID year. So I'm just going down the line. I'm trying to figure out who on the hell on the team is the person who hates Chris but still needs his help. I have no idea. I could speculate a couple things. Thad was on his talk on his show, so it's not Thaddeus. Thaddeus actually came in. Coloco's been on it too. Who would it be? I don't want to start pulling threads or anything, but why is Chris posting something that says when that coworker that hates you needs your help? There's somebody on the team that doesn't like Chris, and he's mentioning it on Instagram. That's very interesting. So I think I'll wrap it up. Oh, there's one more thing I want to talk about real quick from the Instagram. Something happened in this weekend, and it was with Gary Trent Sr. Gary Trent Sr. here in Toronto in pictures at the OVO Center at the practice facility, and also in pictures of him at a new event that recently happened with old school Raptors. He was at something with Tracy Murray and Marcus Camby. Very, very interesting. Isaiah Thomas was also there, the president of the Raptors at the beginning. And I wonder what that was all about, whether that's going to be on Open Gym or some sort of footage of the old school Raptor people like Tracy Murray, Gary Trent Sr., Marcus Camby, and Isaiah Thomas together for some sort of event in Toronto as old school Raptors. And the other thing I really liked about it was Tracy Murray and Marcus Camby and Gary Trent Sr. were showing pride for being old school Raptors. This is kind of new. The older Raptors like Tracy Murray and Marcus Camby don't normally put shine on that part of their career because in some ways it was a failure. The early Raptors were kind of a laughing stock. But we're at the point with our franchise where we have enough respect and quality to things that we've accomplished that these guys are actually proud of their heritage now of being former Raptors. I love this. I love this kind of change of outcome because in the past, I don't think Tracy Murray and these guys would have showed up in Toronto to do these kind of events and put it on blast. It really is a thing where we've arrived as a franchise, and there is starting to be a build of culture over history of the Raptors' history in their franchise. And this enforces it. When our old Raptors people come back and want to celebrate with our franchise of being a Raptor in the past. I love it so much. Gary Trent Sr., Tracy Murray, Marcus Camby, thank you for coming back to Toronto and being proud of being former Raptors. It means a big deal to me. It really, really does. All right, let me see what else y'all are saying in the comments now that I got the Instagram check done. Yeah, let's see. La 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 la. All right, let's see. David Saborn saying Schroeder, let's go. All right. David's saying also, if you hold down Alt and hit 0124 on the number pad to the side, that's code for that. Okay, that's how you can write in the little umlaut. I don't know why Adrienne is calling me right now. I'm still on the air. Anyway, let's see. Fiercely saying, I'm no golf expert, but Grady's swing did look pretty neat. No, it's perfect. I don't know a lot about golf either, but I know what a good golf swing looks like. And I think Grady's got like a perfect golf swing. Seriously. Okay, so that's how you can write the O with the umlaut, is David's telling us how to do that. Guardian Transit saying Canada 111 plus points, triple ones, great sign. Yeah, really, really good game, strong stuff. I'll go look at the box score after this, and we'll do more of a review of this game tomorrow on a Wow Wednesday and talk about how Canada won Group H and really review the first round of the FIBA World Cup and how things have gone so far. Because the other games will be finishing up around when we're doing our stream tomorrow. So we'll be able to kind of talk about what the second round looks like with who got through and thing's like that. Dana's saying it's on your phone. Hold down the letter O to get the O with the umlaut. Yeah, we want to show respect to Dennis and spell his name correctly. That's how he knows the real ones. He's like, wow, that not only are the Raptor Freaks saying my name correctly, Shruda, they're spelling it correctly with the proper O on it too. I like that. Let's do that. Trevor Jason, the rest of the world, did you smell what Canada's cooking? Did you smell what the Canada is cooking? Yeah, jabronis. We're going to be coming to take you down to the SmackDown Hotel real quick. So just bring it. Yeah. I know all the Rock's catchphrases. That's right. David's saying, yes, much easier on the phone. Thad Young. You think Thad Young is the one who's mad at Chris? I don't know. Thad Young and him are cool, and he's too much of a vet. And Thad went on Hustle Play, so I don't think it's Thaddeus Young. I really don't think it's that. Maybe CB refers to Fred. No, he was cool with Fred, and Fred's gone now. And he wouldn't post that today if it wasn't somebody who's still currently on the team. He is very openly said the only person on the team he would listen to last year clearly was Fred, because Fred was the captain and the person he respected the most on the team. So it's not Fred he has a problem with. I know it's not him. Elijah Hutchins is saying Precious. That doesn't make any sense either, because they're D-Generation X. They were that tag team coming off the bench, and they really love that bond, and they have been acting like they're best friends, actually. So I don't think it's Precious either. I'm narrowing it down, and I think it's either Gary or who is the other person that I thought it could be? It could be one of the newer people. It may be somebody who's not even that big of a deal to the Raptors in some ways. I don't know. Maybe it's Jeff Doughton. Maybe it's somebody like that. It could be Ron Harper Jr. I don't know. I don't think it's one of the main guys. It could be Jakob. That's the other person I thought it could be too. It could be Pirtle, but I don't know. I don't want to speculate this too deeply, but Chris is signaling that there's somebody on the team that hates him. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's not Precious. I know it's not Precious for sure. I don't think it's Fred either. I don't think it was Fred. It could be Gary. Gary's one of the people I'm like, Chris and him don't really seem like they vibe in some ways. I think it's either Gary or Jeff Doughton or somebody who's not as important. I don't think it's Scotty. I don't think it's Pascal. I don't think it's OG. It could be Jakob, Gary, or Jeff Doughton. I think those are the three most likely suspects as far as things. Let's see. Isaac Campbell's here, just popping in to say happy Tuesday to all them Canadians. Yes, we won. Isaac Campbell holding it down in Ottawa. Yes, I love it. Monique saying W stream, Lex. Keep at it as always. Good times. Go Canada, go Raptors. That's right, Monique Lawrence. I'm so happy you get to smile real big after a great victory by Canada over Latvia. Fantastic stuff. 26-point victory. Really the dominant team in their group by far. I love it so much. Let me just do a real quick wrap up and see if there's anything else I want to talk about real quick. Maybe I'll look at the box score I'll save it for tomorrow. I'll save that content for tomorrow. All right, y'all, let's just wrap it up right here. Thanks for doing a watch along with me once again. Canada victorious over Latvia, 3-0 in their Group H play. We're going to move on to the second round as the top in our seed. Along with Spain will be the top dog in their group. So in some ways, that's good because we'll line up opposite each other and may not have to play Spain in a very important game where we get eliminated. It's more likely that we'll move on to the next round after the second round with Spain because we are the top dog in Group H. So we'll have to see. The next game is speculated to be Friday, as told by Trevor J. So, we'll keep up to date with it, and we'll let you guys know when the next watch along, what time and what day it is for sure. Yeah, we'll have to see. All right, Fiercely saying Ron Harper Jr. I don't think it's likely that it's Ron Harper Jr. just because the juniors usually are smart about not getting feuds. And that's why I don't really think it's Gary either. In some ways, it could be Jeffrey. It could be Jeffrey. I don't know. It's really hard to speculate this. And in some ways, I wish Chris wasn't airing this kind of bullshit in his Instagram stories. After last season, do we really need to worry about somebody that hates Chris Boucher on this team? Yeah, we don't need this, Chris. Maybe get a hold of your Instagram and try and be smarter with it. Because people like me and Raptors Rapture and all these other stupid places will read into this and make a big deal out of something that is actually nothing. So, Chris, if there's any person that hates you on this team, don't broadcast it to everybody. We don't need to know. Y'all keep it in the locker room and keep it private and confidential. That's right. Dana's saying, have a good day, everyone. See you tomorrow. David's got the cup. And Fiercey saying, thank you for the games commentary, Lex. I shut down the volume and listened to you. Thank you, Fiercey. Sorry that it's not right on time with it. But in some ways, like Monique did the other day, if you can rewatch the games later and you can time me up with a vision of something I see on the TV and I say, this is what I'm seeing right now, you can watch me with it later on, not live, right on time. So it's really good. Stargate saying, it's not Ron. He seems to like everyone. Yeah, his dad didn't raise him to be a problem on a team. So I'm pretty sure it's not Ron Harper Jr. It's weird. We may find out who this is at some point. I wish Chris would stop posting this. This is the second time he's done this summer. And the first time he did it, I was like, okay, there's somebody on this team that Chris doesn't get along with. I want to know who it is. And now he did it again last night. So I'm like, okay, this is continuing to be a problem. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please give a good follow and subscription to NBA Quick Takes and his channel also. Thank you for coming in and supporting the channel this morning, Quick Takes. And y'all, if you want to join the Raptor Freak channel as a member, please just hit join. And we have 3 different levels you can join at: the purple, red, and gold levels. And, membership has its privileges. You get to join our very secret, private, hidden Facebook group that is just a treasure trove of information about Team Canada and the Raptors, keeping you up to date when we're off and not live on this channel. So if you really want to know what's going on up to date without sifting through everything, we will aggregate it and get it to you in those groups. So thanks for watching me, and let's go Canada. Very proud of you and your work in Group H, but we're not done. There's so much work to be done. The first round is over, but now we just got to keep winning and winning out. We want to be undefeated this whole entire tournament because that means we're the winners, and we have won the FIBA World Cup 2023. All right, y'all. Thanks again. Isaac Campbell's got us on blast. He's got me, the Raptor. He's got Monique. He's got something with YouTube. And Fiercely saying the job is not done. That's right. A lot more work to be done by Team Canada. And keep it together and play as a team. Cool Cat saying, oh, no, I just came in and it's over. This has happened a couple times to different people. But don't worry, Cool Cat. When you watch the game later, please line up my commentary with a visual on the screen when I say it. And hopefully you can get like a really timeless, seamless commentary from me if you don't feel like listening to Alvin and Dan Schulman. All right, y'all. Thanks once again. Let's go Raptors as always. And I'll be back for a Wow Wednesday tomorrow. A little bit more of a wrap up of the first round of FIBA World Cup 2023 over in Indonesia, Philippines, and Japan. Yes, it's been so fun watching these games with you guys. And I will continue all the way through with every Team Canada thing. This may become a thing with Team Canada. I'll do Team Canada watch-alongs whenever they're playing important competitive games. All right, y'all. Thanks again for watching. And let's go Canada. We're gonna win World Cup. We can beat them all because our talent is enough.